early. Dig.
Shalom, Michael. First, Hebrew Israelite coming in week week out. Prophesy down for America. Let you Negro, Latino, Native Americans know that you a true Hebrew Israelite. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rekakudash.
Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect. The teach word in our true faith and sincerity. And yeah, man. Once again, we back out here, man. Prophesy the downfall of America. There's nothing that you can do to keep this place afloat, man. The scripture said this place is going down, man. At the end of the day, thus said the scripture, Yahweh is not finna renege on his word. Matter of fact, somebody give me Jeremiah 30 and 24. Because the Lord is not finna renege on his word. It's gonna come to pass, man. You know, he's a man of his word. Matter of fact, somebody else get Psalms 138 and 2. You got that?
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 24. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he have done it.
See, it's not going to return until he have done it. Matter of fact, somebody else give me Sirach 39 and 28. Because it's a certain way how the Lord deals with his anger, man. It's not like he's going to say, let bygones be bygones and let it talk it out. It's a certain way how the Lord deals with his anger, man. You got it.
Continuing on, it says, and until he have performed the intents of his heart, in the latter days ye shall consider it.
So he's going to perform the intents of his heart. And this has been written, you know, the script has been written before this was already played out. It was already set up from the jump how America was going to come to power and fall out of power. You know? Okay, God.
It's the book of Isaiah, the 65th chapter, the 6th verse. It says, behold, it is written before me. I will not keep silence, but recompense, even recompense into their bosom.
See? So, Lord, he's not going to keep silent. He's not going to hold back. He's not going to renege on his word. He's going to recompense in your bosom, man. You know, he's going to pay back everything that you have done, man. You know, you trying your best to keep this place afloat. You can't do nothing to keep this place head above water, man. You know, it's already set up for America to be destroyed, man. You know?
Yeah, can I say something too? It's already written.
Yep.
The sum is written, it's decreed.
Yep, that's it.
You know? When you go into that word decree, it leads you to the word prescribe, which means to carry out. So when something is written, ain't nothing you can do, man. That's it. You know?
Somebody got that Psalm 138?
That
Psalm 138 too.
Yep.
Because, hey, we say he put the word over his name. What's the name of the Lord? Yahweh. He is. He exists. You know, he can do whatever the hell he wants. Right. But whatever he said, he gonna make sure he make do on his word, man. You know, you got that.
That's why scripture I just read said, it is written before me.
That's it.
It's like a judge. On top of his, he's sitting on the stand. You got everything written out before him. You got the case, the legislation, the penalty, you know.
138 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, God. This is Psalms 138 and 2. I will worship toward thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name.
See, thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name. He is. Hey, the Lord, he can do whatever he wants. He can make this void, but guess what? He's a man of his word, man.
Oh, I got a precept for you.
Okay.
This is Numbers 23 and 19. The Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent.
Yeah, and let's just say you got your eye on a nigga, you want to take him out. Let's just say he got his little daughter with him. He's like, man, I'm just going to by himself. How about sitting out outside? Look what he did to Kobe, man. He wanted Kobe. That's what he did. He took his daughter out with him, too. That's your how about sitting outside. That's the power we dealing with, man.
Right.
You know? And that's how it is. You, Jason, Lord got his target on Esau, man. And whoever in the car with Esau, they going to get dealt with, too, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Okay, Kai. Okay, Kai. You can go finish it off.
All right. Okay. It says, he have said, and shall he not do it? Or have he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Behold, I have received commandment to bless, and he have blessed, and I cannot reverse it.
See? So the Lord can't turn back his word, man. When he say he gonna do it, he gonna do it, man. Best believe, man. When the Lord say he gonna deliver, he gonna deliver. When the Lord say he gonna destroy, man. At the end of the day. And you can't do nothing about it. There's no type of please that you can do, man. You know, the Lord, when the Lord said he's going to do it, he's going to do it. You know, you got to operate.
It's Isaiah chapter 42, verse 13. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, war. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been sealed.
The Lord had a long time holding his peace, man. See, this has been like a piss that you've been holding in all day, man. Lord, he gonna unleash on you niggas, man. You Edomites, you other nations, man. You know, you think you just, since everything's so-called opening back up, like everything's finna go back to normal, that you finna experience this, who they finna have the damn, the mini NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
You niggas gonna get it, man.
That's right.
Lord been holding this in for a minute, man. Since the foundations of the earth, man. You know, even Enoch prophesied of the end. All the way from the beginning, he was talking about the end, man. You know why? Oh, come on.
Isaiah 46 and 10.
Is it?
Declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
See, because guess what? It's all the build up to the destruction of this place, man. And the Lord proclaimed his name once again. See, back then in Egypt, his name was proclaimed throughout the planet Earth, but it's so-called died down to a certain extent. Everybody talks about Egypt, but they don't talk about who did that to Egypt. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to talk about who did it to America, man.
Right.
You're going to know what happened to America. You're going to know who did it to America, man. It's all the build up to this place, man. You know? It's all the build up to the destruction of this place, man. Y'all got something? Okay, Kai.
It's Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth.
And how did that go out of his mouth? Through his prophets, man. When you first seen the prophet, matter of fact, somebody give me Jeremiah 28, you know, and 1 Samuel 16 chapter. You know, because when you first see the prophets, guess what? It's a countdown to the destruction of that kingdom, man. There's no way you can turn that around like the prophets come out one day and then ain't nothing happen. That's it. No, man. The prophets will continue to come out until it hound, man.
Hey, that's that arrow that's shot. Who can return the arrow?
That's it.
Once the prophets come out, the Lord has already waged war, man.
Oh, somebody get second after 16 and start at 3. You know? Okay, Con, huh?
Back in Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void.
See, it's not gonna come back empty. It's not like when the seventh angel come back and say, I ain't pour out all of the vials. No, it's gonna. That's why the seventh angel said it is done. Yeah. So the Lord, his word gonna come through all the way, man. You know.
Reading on Isaiah 55 and 11. But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper. It shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
So he's going to accomplish the intent of his heart. What the Lord's heart at? In the scriptures, man. You know, God said, who have known the mind of the Lord? That's in the scriptures, man. Whatever the scriptures say, it's going to come to pass, man. You know?
It's like a diary. Some of the most intimate thoughts and purposes of self.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Oh, yeah, get Jeremiah 28.
Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
See, and that lets you know that this is a continuing thing. This is something that this is the lot of the prophets. You know, every time the prophet come back, what it said, the prophecy of old prophesied what?
Both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See, that's always the message of the prophet, man. That's why you go to the next verse and say, if a prophet do prophesy in peace, let us wait and see if the word is coming to pass. Why? Because that's a rare thing, man. When the prophets come out, that means something off. Yep. That means something off when the prophets come out, man. Right. As a matter of fact, get that 1 Samuel. Yeah.
This is the book of 1 Samuel 16 to verse 4. And Samuel did that which the Lord spake and came to Bethel. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming.
See, the elders of the town trembled at his coming. Why is that, man? Because they know they was off, man. Samuel coming. Hey, y'all better get right. Yeah, I mean, why? Because when the prophets come, that means something is off, man. At the end of the day, when you get blessed, when you doing right, hey, the Lord said you gonna get blessed before you even pray about it, man. Before you even speak on it, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, so it ain't like the prophet come and say, yeah, great blessings coming. No, man. If you doing good, ain't nobody. You know, man, you finna get some? Yeah. Oh yeah, cut. Yeah, I know what you finna get. Oh, okay, you got it.
I got Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 28. For this shall the earth mourn, and the heavens above be black, because I have spoken it, I have purposed it, and will not repent, neither will I turn back from it.
See, so the Lord is not going to turn back from the destruction that's coming, man. At the end of the day, the Lord is not going to return from the destruction, man. See, all this wickedness that you have done, now it's time to eat that fruit of that, man. You can't do nothing about when something right. It ain't like you can reverse it. No, it's now it's time to pluck it. And it's get to the point, like you always say, if you ain't pluck, it's gonna fall off anyway, man. Yeah, I mean, so it's coming, man. You know. Okay. What you got? Okay. Did you finish off that Jeremiah then?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel 12, and I'm start at verse 25. It says, "For I am the Lord, I will speak."
Start up on that, like 22.
All right, this is the book of Ezekiel 12, verse 22. Son of man, what is this proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision filleth?
See, they say the days are prolonged, and every vision filleth. See, when Isaiah, when he was there, yeah, I mean, like Isaiah 34, they would say that's far off. But they were right at that time. But guess what? At this time, hey, this is the time now, man. This is the appointed time where the words of the Lord is being made manifest, man. You know, because guess what? That was for a specific kingdom, man. You know, see everything, like I said earlier, it's all the buildings up to the destruction of America, man. When they say Babylon, Nineveh, Egypt, those just the different nicknames that's given to America because America upholds the customs of these former kingdoms, man.
But that's why America's the feet and the legs.
Yep, that's it. Yep,
That's what uphold.
yep, that's it. Okay, Con, you got some more on that? Okay, you got it.
Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Now somebody get that word appointed in the blue letter, man. So it says it's an appointed time, meaning what? These words gonna be made manifest in a certain kingdom, man. And matter of fact, somebody get 2 Ezra 4 and 37. Because that's how you gauge history. You know, by these different kingdoms. When you talk about certain events, you gauge it by these different kingdoms, man. You know, so these words is gonna wake up or be made public or made manifest in a certain kingdom, and we here, man, this revised Roman Empire, the fourth beast, man.
What can I say? That the Bible is compiled of biblical timelines, you know, centered around the rise and fall of kingdoms. Yep. I said that's how you judge what time you're in. That's why you go back in the third year. That's how you measure what time you're in. You know, we know perfectly well what time we're in, man. This is the time of that beast system, that conglomerate of nations. You know, that's pushing forth, their agenda, right? So we know perfectly well what time we're in.
Right.
Yep. So I got the word appointed in the Strong's H4150. It says appointed place, appointed time, appointed meeting.
Ooh. Oh, it said appointed place. Now it said we're going to the uttermost parts of the world. See, it's all to him, man. Everything pointed this place, man. The prophets have been waiting so long. Let's go through the end. This motherfucking place, man. Screw my life. This it right here, man. This it, man. This is it, man. America, man. Right close to nightmare. White America, man. You know, this is a appointed time, appointed place. This is this place, man. You got
second Esdras.
Okay, Con.
This is second Esdras, chapter 4, verse 37.
Right.
By measure hath he measured the time, and by number hath he numbered the time. And he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
So yeah, man. So the Lord, he already gave numbered each kingdom. You know, that was just like a chapter in the movie. You know what I mean? So how did each chapter? It had to be a certain event. Certain things had to happen during that chapter of the movie to let you know it was there was that chapter of the movie, man. And we had to come into the end of the chapter of America, man. See, America's about to be destroyed pretty soon.
Right.
You know, for all the abominations that have been done in the midst, man. You got homos that have liberty, you know. Everything, I mean, what have America done that was profitable to the planet Earth, man? Nothing at all. You know, GMOs, Why they gotta tell you it's 100% juice? Why they gotta tell you it's 100% juice? They should already say, it should just say apple juice. We just say orange juice. But why I gotta say 100% this? Artificial this? No, man. Organic. Why it gotta be that? It's supposed to be that. But this place, America, is the most wickedest kingdom ever erected, man. You don't think the Bible speaks about this place, man? You know? Y'all got something? Okay.
This is Baruch the 6th chapter, also the letter of Jeremiah, right? It says, the 4th verse, it says, now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver and of gold and of wood borne upon shoulders, which cause the nations to fear. So this is giving you the gauge of what you're going to see, right? This is telling you what you're going to see when you get to this place. It's showing you where we at in prophecy. And when it says gods of silver and gold and wood borne upon shoulders, that means it's uplifted. All right, gods or entities that's shown reverence to. You know, it says, beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye and of them when ye see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping them, but say in your hearts, O Lord, we must worship thee. Right? So it's telling you, when you get to this place, don't be as the strangers in this place, as these Babylonians, man. You worship Yahweh Shemel Shah, but the point is, you're going to know perfectly where you at, because you got eyes to see and ears to hear. You got senses, man. You know, discernment. We know where we at, man. We know that we're in the last leg of the Roman Empire. We know we're in the last kingdom before the kingdom of heaven is ushered in. See?
Might give me Matthew 16.
Say something real quick.
Oh, yeah, God.
So like you said, America never done anything positive to the earth. That's why America is the council of the body, man. Why America the council of the earth is the body. That's why Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is a perfect balanced power, man. It chose fire, right, to get rid of America, man. It's a big ass trash heap, man. You know? Best way to get rid of anything by fire, man. Fire move anything. Okay, the last destruction was in water, right? But this time it's going to be in fire, man. You know, that's why Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai chose that radiated fire, which is the thermonuclear missiles, to get rid of America, man. Like the Ark said, it has. I got it. It hasn't done nothing, man. That's the perfect element to get rid of trash. That's the perfect element to get rid of cancer, man.
Radiation.
Radiation. That spiritual radiated fire, man. 200 million missiles, man. That's going to decimate, that's going to destroy America totally. So Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is perfect, man. He knew, just like Ark said, just like, hey, you take a cancer patient, you go to the hospital, what's the best remedy? Radiation treatment. Same thing Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai finna do with America, man, because it's the ultimate cancer to the body.
And this is the only solution for you people, man. At the end of the day, it ain't like you can say, you know what, I'm gonna thank you. No, man. This is the only way you're gonna be able to. This is how the Lord gonna rationalize things, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna think about it too. It ain't like that's gonna be a swift death, man. There's not gonna be no swift death. Matter of fact, get that Zechariah 14, man. Because this is how the Lord is gonna be able to rationalize things. You people gotta be burnt up, man.
Yeah, you're going to be jumping around, dancing around. No, that's correct.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You don't really think about it. They're going to be whooping the side, you know?
So you're going to experience discretion. You're going to see the salvation, but you're going to experience the discretion, man. You know, you got something real quick? Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
See, that's how the Lord coming, man. He ain't like the Lord coming with goddamn hugs and cupcakes for everybody, man. He's coming back to verse 16. Matter of fact, go to verse 16.
It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
And that word plead means to judge, man. Ooh. This is how he's going to get down with you people, man, by the way of the sword, man. And by that fire, man. And that sword is going to be on all levels, man. You know, and then also the icing on the cake is this fire. But before that, you're going to experience the famine, the pestilence, the fire. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. The fire, arrows, and famine, man. You know, these troops, you're going to have people catch you and hunt you to eat you while you're alive. The beasts of the field, man.
Yep.
That's what's coming, man. But the icing on the cake is this fire. This is how you people going. This is the only way the Lord gonna rationalize things, man. With this people, man. You got.
But this is going to be a sacrifice.
Yep,
Like,
that's it.
America is a great sacrifice, right? This is the ultimate, like that Dr. House brought back.
Yep.
So you need that fire, you know?
Okay, God. Alright, you got it. I'm gonna get that.
It's on Matthew 10:34. Think not I come to send peace on the earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
See, the Lord come and send that sword, man. And yeah, man, and we know that word, that sword means the Bible. Guess what? A sword brings death, man. At the end of the day, because guess what? If you deny his word, you're going to die. At the end of the day, I mean, we're the days of Noah, man. You got to keep it wrong. It's one end or the other. You're on this earth, one reason, either to be delivered or to be destroyed, man. Just like Noah, it went like you be able to float them 40 days, and then you'll be, no, man, you're going to die or you're going to be delivered. But what's the gauge? This word. You be able to cling on to this word, you'll be able to die. I mean, now you got a chance for deliverance. And it ain't like, there's a guarantee even in that, man. That's how scary this thing is. That's why we got to endure to the end.
We just been produced the hope.
Come.
This is Isaiah chapter 34. It's at verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath the sacrifice in Bosra.
And then say the fat of the kid. See, the Lord making you people fat, man. You lazy as hell. You everything at the tip of your finger, man. You can order box, food, cars, clothes, houses on the tip of your finger, man. Just an app. So the Lord making you people fat, man. He getting you ready for the slaughter, man.
And can I say at this, right? At worst case scenario, you go to you can pick up curbside, man.
Yep.
You ain't got to get out the fucking car. You got to drive.
See, man. See, the Lord making you people fat, man. He fatting you for the slaughter, man. This is gonna be the biggest sacrifice ever, man.
Well, the people are going to actually contribute to the fight. So that fight, you people is made up of fat.
Yep.
You know, you are actually, you're that wood for the fire, man. This people wood, my wood to fight.
It was a king that had breakfast alive, and they said he was breakfast for days. A lot of oil in his body.
Yep.
You had some okay, God. All right.
It's on 2 Ezra 16:22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
And that word dwell, you really dig. It pretty much going to the ones of the same mindset. You know, the word inhabitant, it said the inhabitants of Babylon. You really dig into it, it said the ones of the same mindset.
Go to the inhabitants of the world.
Yeah. So you got the same mindset of Babylonian. You okay with this society. You okay with this system. Guess what? Going to you, man. You're gonna die, man. At the end of the day, you got a heart.
Reading on 2 Ezra 16:22. And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy.
See? So guess what? It ain't like you gonna, no matter what, you gonna die. And that don't mean it's right. You gonna die, you escape that, just so you could die from that, man. You know, y'all got something.
This is Jeremiah 25:29. For lo, I will begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name, and should ye be utterly unpunished, ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts.
See, so the Lord's finna call this sword by the way of Esau, man. See, Esau, the Lord finna knock two birds out with one stone. He finna use this devil to get at you niggas, and he gonna have Esau turn on himself, man. You know, at the end of the day, but you, Jace, you gonna get it, man. Because you wanted the answer. You looking for a way out. The Lord doing it, man. Somebody get Proverbs 1. Because that's a warning, man. The Lord telling you he got you. You want to turn away, so he gonna have to kill you now, man. You know? You got it. Proverbs 1, it started at like 20.
It's the book of Proverbs 1, in verse 20. It says, wisdom cried out. She uttered her voice in the street.
See, wisdom cried, and don't you see that, man? It's Yahweh Shema Shai that's stretching forth his hand, man. Don't you see the internet still on and the prophet still out? We still able to do videos. That's Yahweh Shema Shai stretching forth his hand. The highest powerful ever, man. The one that hung this up, man. Who made that? Who made that up there? That's the one that's reaching out to you, man. By the way of the prophet, man. You know? So you think you slapping his hand away, you think that's going to be okay? Keep going, huh?
It says she cried through the chief place of concourse and opening the gates in the city. She uttered her voice saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
How long will you love saying, let's just pray together? How long will you just say, let's just lock arms and let's do a 1,000,000-man march and let's get our money together and have a big cookout? How long will you love that simple shit, man? Keep going out.
And scorners the light in the scorning.
And the scripture said, she cried in the chief place of concord. That's what we doing, man. We out here sighing and crying, man. Compelling you, warning you to come back, man. To Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, telling you that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is finna destroy this place, man. That's a form of crying, man. We complaining, saying we hate this place. That's wisdom working through us, because a 2/3 don't even have wisdom to know that they're captives. This is a place of pollution. America need to be destroyed. See what I'm saying? They have been deprived of wisdom, so they're not in the chief place of concourse to even cry out. All right, that's why it's good to cry out, man. Ezekiel 9:4 said what? Set a mark upon the foreheads of those that sigh and cry. All right, so those that sigh and cry is going to be what? Exempt from judgment. That's the benefit of being vexed in this system, man. By we coming out sighing and crying through wisdom dealing with us in the chief place of concourse, hey, we got a chance for a mark of exemption, a mark that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will give us deliverance and not judge us and destroy us, man.
Right.
You know, wisdom cry about us.
That's that widow. Continually crying, you know?
Yeah. That's it.
So, hey, this shit off, man. This whole motherfucking place off, man.
Yeah.
Everything about this place off. You got a car. Guess what? You driving. You defiling the earth, man. You flipping on the light. That's a form of, if you think about it, that's a form of witchcraft, man. So everything about this place is off, man. This just needs to go, man. And like that's why the Lord said everything gonna be desolate. Ain't nothing else gonna be found here. Cause you just see a stop sign. You might have PTSD, man. You don't want to see none of this, man. You don't want to see none of this place, man. You know, you gotta.
Going back to Jeremiah 25, verse 30.
Yes, morning. Okay.
Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth.
You got
kind. So we are prophesying, like the ox brought out. We are sighing and crying for the abomination that was done on the earth. And that's why it was a commandment for us to come out here and prophesy, man.
That's right.
And like, who hung that? He's on high, man. All right? He's higher than everyone. Okay? That's why we call him the most high. And he's going to roar in his habitation very soon.
Yeah, he looked down on the heaven. Ooh. You know.
What can I say to you? The Lord is roaring through us. Well, you know, when you read Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter, it goes into that too.
Yep. With that Proverbs. Keep on.
Going back at Proverbs 1 and verse 22, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Tell you about
you do hate knowledge, man. When you see this, man, you niggas turn your neck, man. You then they'll break your neck when you see these signs, man. Because you hate knowledge, man. You just want something carnal, man. You want something tangible. You want to just say black. You want to hear black power. What the dude said, peace, God. You want to hear something like that, man.
That's enough to suffice.
Yeah. We ain't nothing like that, man. We tell you need to repent to you how by Hashem outside, man, or you gonna die. That's the best message we gonna give you, man. All right, we'll get your identity.
Isaiah 1 and 3, the ox knoweth his honor, the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
And yeah, those are the two dumbest animals, and they got more sense than you jakes, man. And them beasts, they just got the 5 senses.
Yeah.
But they know where to go to.
Yeah.
They know how to get back home.
Beautiful, man.
But you niggas ain't got no senses, man.
Hey, that's why they tell like you should feed a stray cat.
Yep. He'll come back to you.
Come to your door, man.
Yep.
Even they got the mental capacity to know this is the being, this is the entity that's taking care of me. So let me come to him. Yeah.
You decide to get nervous.
Get what? Jake don't even have that common. That's common sense, man. You know what I'm saying?
Scripture called them brute beasts.
Yeah, the brute, that's beautiful. Brute beast. That's right. That's right. Like the Most High have deprived you of that. The Most High have deprived you of that spiritual sense, man.
Yeah.
You know that common sense, man. That what, sixth sense, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Actually going to 7 senses.
Matter of fact, that's right.
You might want to get that.
17 and 5.
Yeah, which it actually brings you into, a complete. It brings you into life. It's complete. You might want to get that. What's that?
Oh yeah, Jude. I think it is natural beast.
That's a purpose.
You got this. Somebody got this rock. Yeah.
Speaking evil of dignity.
Yep, this is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 17 and verse 5. They receive the use of thy 5 operations of the Lord.
What's the 5 operations? To see, to hear, to smell, to touch, and to taste. And that's why you niggas carnal, man.
Even the beast possess that.
That's carnal attributes, man. Yeah, you want. That's why they want to see the perfect body. They want to see everybody natural. You know what I mean? Parade, rest. That's what they want to see, man.
Something they can put their eye on.
Yeah.
Tangible. Reach out and touch.
You got the spirit of Eve. It was pleasing to the eyes, man.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
That's it.
You got it.
Continuing on, it says, and in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding.
Oh, it's understanding. Keep going.
And in the 7th, speech and interpreter of the conjugation thereof.
See, so the Lord gave us the understanding and the interpretation to make it complete, man. That's why I said the spiritual man touching all things, man. You know? Right. So we can see through that book. You got to.
That's why Proverbs 4 and 7 said, with all thy getting, get understanding. All right, because understanding brings about all of that, man. That's that glue to put all of that together, man, to make everything make sense, man.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, could you read that part again?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus 17 and verse 5. They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place he parted them understanding.
Right. The 6th place requires them understanding. All right, and that was given unto men, man. And like I was going to, all right, even a beast have 5 senses, right?
Yep.
But here it is, you're even below that, man. You know, the ones that don't know who they are and don't and decide not to come back to Yahweh by Shemel Shah, man. All right, you understand that's not being given to you, man. All right, so you're akin over to a beast, man. All right, and the Lord's not accepting you, man.
Continuing on, it says, and in the 7th, speech and interpreter of cogitations.
Now hold up, I got the definition for the word cogitation, right? It says the action of thinking deeply about something. Contemplation.
It says the action of thinking deeply about something. In other words, consider.
That's right.
All right. Grab. Is it Deuteronomy?
Okay.
Yeah, man, because that's a main thing that our people are lacking, man. Consideration. All right. You got.
I said it real quick. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua purposely deprived 2/3 of our people with the lack of to be able to consider. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua purposely did that, man, so he can have a justifiable reason to destroy your ass. That's why he gave you a lack of consideration, man, a lack to understand. You got it.
Yeah, that's right. That's why he created all things for himself.
That's it, huh?
All right. To fit his pleasure.
That's right.
Okay. The reason why it was all done in the spirit, man. All right. Because you receive the reward for what you do. Because the Lord is still fresh on his mind when Israel came out of Egypt, man. All right. Now he still remember that, man. That's right. So he's still getting you for what you did, all the way back to the time we was coming out of Egypt, man. That's why he reserved that same generation to always be recycled and get judged, man.
Oh, you want that one? I got another one for you. Okay. This is First Ezra, the 1st chapter, in the 24th verse. It says, "As for the things that came to pass in his time, they were written in former times concerning those that sinned and did wickedly against the Lord above all people and kingdoms, and how they grieved him exceedingly, so that the words of the Lord rose up against Israel.
That's right, man. So, and those things were written before time, like it says in Romans, man. The things are written before time, written for our learning, man. All right. Why? Because they were used as examples, man, or ensamples, like the scriptures say, man. All right. So when you see these things, that lets you know that the Lord's word does not go out void, man.
That's what the scripture says. So that the words of the Lord rose up against Israel.
That's right. Yeah. So his word. So that's why his words stand firm,
Yeah,
man.
it's because the judgment is written.
That's right. So if you do, like the scriptures say, it says, whoever do it wrong, he shall receive for the wrong that he does. All right. And the Lord spoke good on that, man. He's going to do that once again, man. All right. Starting with you modern day Babylonians, man. That includes 2/3 of our people, man. Go ahead, Deuteronomy first.
I got it.
You got it? Okay, go.
This is Deuteronomy 32. I'm going to start at verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them.
That's right. It says this is a nation void of counsel, man. All right, and neither is there any understanding in them. Now we just read earlier, right? I just read. It said, look, another one of those senses that you get is understanding, man. All right. So it said, look, this is a nation, all right, which is void of understanding and counsel, man. All right.
Hey, since when have you heard of a beast hearkening to your sound? Your dog telling them no, Spike, no. You're right. Yeah, he's okay. He's gonna tell me goddamn counsel dog. Yeah, he go.
Yeah, right? A beast doesn't consider.
That's it.
Right? A beast doesn't consider. If they see something, they go after it, man. All right? It's up to the master, all right, or the person that's over that beast to turn them around, man. Right. All right. In other words, if that beast keeps going where it's going, it's going to get destroyed, man.
Right. Yeah. It says, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end.
That's right, man.
More out, man.
Good, man.
Oh yeah, you had to learn those later. But like I just said, man, it says, that they will understand this. All right? Again, understanding and consideration, man. All right? It says, that they will consider the latter end, man. All right? So that's the thing about Israel, man. And that's the thing that a beast does. A beast does not consider his latter end. All right? If a beast keep walking off a cliff, he's going to walk off a cliff until somebody grab him and pull him back, man. All right? So same thing with 2/3 of our people. They lack consideration, man. And they're gonna walk right into their destruction, man.
Yeah, nation board of council.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, like the scriptures say, they don't hearken to the counsel of Yahweh Shah. In Isaiah 30, it tells you that they walk and go down to Egypt.
Right.
All right? It asks the counsel out of Egypt instead of the Most High, man.
That's it.
All right?
Hey, matter of fact, King David prayed that you damn 2/3 to be deprived of understanding. All right, to be a nation without counsel. King David prayed for that, man. He prayed for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that lets you know, right? Everybody want to say that the King James version is not this, or the scriptures, whatever version it may be, it's not this, it's not that. But hey, whatever version the scriptures may be, it is clarity within those scriptures, man. And King David said what? A prophecy, because he was our first spiritual king, all right, as Moses, and he came back sitting upon the throne in the physical as King David. That's the mercy of the Most High. That's the balance of the Most High. But also, he also was a prophet, and he prophesied that 2/3 of our people would not get this in these times. Oh, you good, bro? You good? Don't worry about it. He prophesied that 2/3 of our people would not get this, man. And we seeing that taking effect, man. They let you know that none of his words shall come back to him void, man.
None of his words. There it is.
Deliberate is putting God love into action. Oh, we just reading it. Rise up and eat.
Okay.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 1 and 19. Since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt unto this present day, we have been disobedient unto the Lord our power, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice.
That's right, man. That's Israel, man. Even to the very day that they came out of Egypt under the cloud, all right, they've been negligent to the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. All right, even to this day, man. All right, and that still stands to this very day, man. 2/3 of our people, right? The majority of our people don't stand firm to this word, man. All right.
So, why the Lord always remind you of Egypt, man? See, you forgot about the power who delivered us, man. You really forgot about who delivered us from Egypt, man. You know what I mean?
Because this is the book of Jeremiah 4, verse 22. My people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Scottish children. And they have none understanding.
That's right, man. So the people of the Lord Israel, you are considered Scottish children, man. All right? Because that word Scottish means stupid, man. All right? Scottish means stupid. So it basically calls 2/3 of our people are stupid, man. All right? And they have none understanding, man. Okay?
It says they are Scottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil.
Right, they are wise to do evil, right? So our people are wise, they are scholars at doing wickedness, man. All right? They're scholars of knowing how to trap, man. All right? How to do this and that on the left-hand side, man.
So can I say, like, nigga came up with busting a blunt, you know what I mean? Figuring out how to make it into cooking crack, turn it soft into hard, man. All the scriptures say they're wise to do evil.
That's right, man. Yeah, and to be wise to do evil is also a part of scheming, man. All right? Because so in other words, you know little nicks and highways and byways to go about doing your wickedness, man. All right? And to fulfill that, man. So you're wise to do evil on this side here in America, man. All right? But what does Scripture say? Read on that.
Say this real quick. Hey, 2/3 are wise to do evil. These are the same children that was came up out of Egypt, and Moses went to talk to the Most High and came back. And they made the golden calf, man. These are the same children, man, that's been, like the Ark said, that has been regenerated throughout the times. All right? And these 2/3 that scoff against the truth, that hate Yahweh Shai, these are the same 2/3, all right, that was wise to do evil to make that calf, man. All right? In those times of our King Moses, man. All right? And these 2/3 have been coming back, and they're here today.
Also, as well, man, the Apostle Paul, right? He even made a quick statement on it, man. He said that the children ate and drank, and then they rose up to play, man. All right? So, in other words, that's 2/3 of our people, man. All right? Guess what they do? They eat, drink in America. They live up to their food, and they rise up to play, man. All right? And they don't consider their latter end, like I just read earlier, man. All right? But we don't not because we're more.
It says they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Right. To do good, they have no knowledge, man. All right. To do righteousness and how to live by the ways of Yahweh by Shemel Shah, they have no knowledge, man. All right. They don't know about the Sabbath, man. They don't know about the Passover, how to conduct it. All right. Or the high holy days that they were practicing today, man. All right. They have no knowledge of these things, man. They don't have the knowledge of how to please Yahweh by Shemel Shah, man. All right. Because their mind is tied to pleasing Esau. All right? Their minds are tied up to pleasing Esau in the flesh, man. And they're not about the spirit, man. Same thing, with the beast, man. A beast is carnal, man. All right? But we being upright, all right? Because, a person that's upright, basically is a person that is standing up, all right? Other than being on all fours like a beast, man. All right? So the ones that are upright, those are the ones that Yahweh Shemel Shai imparted wisdom and understanding on you, man. All right?
Yeah, God just say as a point. All right, second 24. The word of the Lord came to me saying, "What I wait for some of my people that self-forgive in their children, their wickedness, which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods."
That's right, and they've forgotten Yahweh by Shemel Shai, man. All right, that's why this quoted it, right? But he referred to is that the Lord will always bring up Egypt, man, the deliverance of Egypt. Okay? The reason why he always brings up the deliverance of Egypt is to magnify his name, man. All right? Because that was a great deliverance, man. The Lord did many miracles on that day, man. When Israel came out of the land of Egypt. But they forsook the Most High and forgot about it, man.
Yep. It said, am not I he that brought them out of the land of Egypt?
Right. It's not the Lord is the one who brought them out of the land of Egypt. He did not do that. He did not confound the Egyptians when they were coming after us, when they were chasing us. All right. He did not confound them. He did, man. All right. But they forgot about it, man.
That's right. It says, am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath and despised my counsels.
Right, man. But you provoked the Most High to wrath, man. All right. And you on the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you disannulled, man. All right. You didn't take consideration to the counsel, man. All right. Because through the counsel, that's how you get understanding, man. All right. But again, going back to that counsel, they don't seek after the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but rather the counsel of Egypt, man. All right. And the same place you left out of, man. Now you back in spiritual Egypt, man. All right. And now you hearken on to Egypt like you did back in the past, and that's the spirit, man. Since you love Egypt so much, right? Since you love Egypt so much, he put you back in Egypt to worship Egypt, man.
That's right.
And so you can stay here and die, man.
Proverbs 12 and 15, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
Right, the ways of a fool is right in his own eyes, man. That's a part of not seeking counsel, man. All right? So to your own understanding, and the scriptures speak about that, man, it's tell you not to lean on your own understanding, man. All right? And it speaks about the heart of men. I forgot how his phrase said, the heart of men, preceded, let me paraphrase it, evil. Yep. So that's why this argues weakness, man. All right? To your own understanding is wickedness, man. All right? You got that.
It says, but he that hearken unto counsel is wise.
Right, so he that hearken unto counsel is wise, man. All right? So if you hearken unto this counsel, right, the counsel of great millstone through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right, you receive wisdom through that, man. And understanding, which is one of the senses that you're supposed to have. Right? That's no true.
I got one more. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 14, because the scripture speaks about hearken unto counsel, and what's the wisest counsel upon the earth. Jeremiah 3 and 15, I have given you pastors according to mine heart to feed you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So what is that counsel? The counsel of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right? And what do they come with? Matthew 4:24 and 14. And this gospel, all right, which is this good news. All right? The coming of Yahushua. All right? The downfall of the wicked's kingdom. All right? Us getting those new bodies. So forth and so on. That's this gospel. All right, that's not the gospel or the good news that you hear in the church, man. They speaking that Yahushua is coming with hugs and kisses, man. But the scripture tells us the day of the Lord is going to be darkness and gloominess, man. See, so that's this gospel. All right, Matthew 24 and 14, and this gospel of the kingdom. What kingdom? The kingdom shall. The scripture says what? As it thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. All right, so the kingdom is what? Going to be prepared upon earth. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all nations. All right, Salaki, shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Read that last verse.
It says, in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come.
Right, man. So this is set as a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come, man. All right? So right now, this is being witnessed, man. This what you're seeing right now is seen as a witness, man. Knowing that the end is coming, man. All right? When you see the prophets come out, like started off with at the beginning, man. When you see the prophets come out and prophesy the words of Yahweh about Shemashah, you know that the end is around the corner, man. All right? So a man that has common sense will see this and say, well, the end is there, man. All right? If you see prophets out that's going out every single weekend prophesying the word in the end of America, a light bulb should click in your head, man. All right? A light bulb should go off in your head saying, oh, man, this is the end, man. Let me get myself together, you know?
Judges 10 and 14, go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Right, man. It said, go to cry to the gods that you have set up, man, that you worship, man. All right? The gods of Egypt, man. All right? So going to the gods that you worship, man. And who do they worship, man? Esau. All right? So during that time, when destruction comes, they're going to be seeking towards the Edomites, man, the Esau, man. They're going to be looking up to the big names in the society, man, to deliver them. And they're still doing that to this very day. You know, and also as well, when the murder, right, the murder of George Floyd, right, all right, when he was killed, did they come to the videos? Did they ask, you know, why this happened? Or they asked, inquire of the Lord, you know, why this is going on? No, they went out, all right, under the banner of Black Lives Matter, right? They didn't come to the council of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, all right, but went under their own understanding to establish their own righteousness, man. To go out and do their own thing, man. All right. So like the script, like I just read, man, it said, go and cry to the gods that you've chosen, man. All right, which is like the gods of America, man. All right, because now in this time you can make anything out of a god, man. People worship their cars, man. People worship money. People worship the
good.
All right, okay. Because whatever you set your mind and your heart to, that's what you serve, man. All right. So whatever it is you set your mind and your heart to, that they set their heart and their mind to the cares of this world, man. So whatever it is that they're into, that's their God, man. All right.
In George Floyd's situation, you don't know what he did in his past life to get judged. You know what I'm saying? He could have came against the prophets. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord made it public of his death, man. You know?
Yeah. And that's why I said earlier, man. They didn't ask, you know, why this happened. You know, why is Jake getting shot down the street? All right, every single turn, man. All right, they rather go about their own way to find out and to do whatever than to come and inquire of the men of the Lord, man, and find out the real reason, man.
Yeah, I got a quick appreciation for you. Just to let you know that George Floyd, it was justified by Yahweh Shem Shah. So this is Job for itself. You know, if it is real, Yahweh Shem Shah killed that nigga.
He said something about the nigga died 3 years ago.
See how crazy that is, man.
Nevertheless, it still symbolizes what happened to Jacob. Right? So for all of you potential George Floyd, this applies to you.
God, this is Job for itself. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or whoever the righteous cut out.
Right, man. So who perish being innocent, man? All right? Because really, man, if all of us had transgressed the law, man. All right? But here's the difference between us and you. All right? The difference between us is that we had to acknowledge our sin, man. All right? And that's a part of repentance, man. You know, repentance back and forth. All right? So if you're coming back to Yahweh Shema Shah, you turn back to your wickedness, then you're going to show mercy on you, man. All right? But that's the difference between us and them, man. It's because they haven't acknowledged the wickedness, man.
Right.
If anything, they're saying that we're wrong, man. All right? And that they're right. And that's why the Lord judged them. So that's why it says, where were the righteous cut off, man? All right?
And there's two question marks. This question mark behind me, that question stand to this day, man. Even the Lord, he had to pay for the sins that he was and his Solomon, man. Even though he came as Yahushua, he didn't break no laws or nothing. He was perfect. But he had to pay as he was Solomon, man, and Adam, man. How much more just some nigga that was on the flick, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man. If the Most High judges his son, right? How much more the rest of Israel, man? All right. He judges his own son, man. All right. And then all Scripture also says it pleased him to bruise
Yep, Isaiah 53. That's what I say. Yep.
It pleased the Most High. In other words, it appeased his wrath. Yep. That the Lord was pleased.
Like the Lord, when he brought George Floyd his death, it's by Esau. You understand that Esau is the Lord's sword. So I'm gonna get this real quick. It's Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yep. So it said, deliver a soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. All right. Because see, Esau was set up to do that, man. All right? That's why the Most High put Esau in his position right now, man, to judge Israel, man. All right? The Lord has set up Esau as a sword because his blessing was given as a sword, all right, to fulfill the judgment which was coming against Israel, man. All right? To put 2/3 of our people to death, man. All right? So that's why David said that. He said, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is our sword, man. All right? And that's the Lord's sword that he's going to use to punish 2/3 of our people, man, who have refused to return to him, man. All right?
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah 11, verse 14. Therefore, pray not thou for these people.
Right, pray not for this people, man. All right? But those are the ones that, hey, we just saw somebody earlier that said, pray, what is that? Pray, with me or something like this. Yeah, man, they gone now, man. All right?
Got too high.
Yep, exactly. What says the scripture? It says, pray not for this people, man. All right? Why? Because there's a reason why judgment is coming upon our people, man. All right? He even told Jeremiah that because Jeremiah, the Lord had to tell him multiple times not to pray for this people, man. All right? And then it was a point in time where Jeremiah finally got it, man. And he understood that, yeah, man, this is the judgment of the Lord. So instead of trying to pray for these people, I'm gonna curse them out, man. And that's exactly what the men of the Lord do, man. All right? Because you're going off, man. All right? You got up.
It says, therefore pray not thou for these people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time they cry unto me for their trouble.
That's right. I believe it might be 3 and 4, if I'm not mistaken. Because right now, in the times that we're coming into, man, is that our people are going to be seeking after the Lord, man. All right? And they're absolutely not going to be able to find them, man. All right? Because right now, and the Lord is in the process of doing that right now, man. All right? By cutting off the channels, cutting off the videos, all right? Making it happen to where the prophets are no longer about to go out, man. All right? And then when these things happen, then you're going to start seeking counsel of the Lord. And that's a recurring thing with Israel, man. Every single time that Israel gets into some sort of trouble, they go to the Most High, man, to deliver. All right? But here it is. The Most High made it to where he cut off a certain generation of Israelites, all right, and deliver another generation, man. All right? Because what happened to the Israelites that came out of the land of Egypt, all right? They were destroyed, man. They dwelt in the wilderness until they were put to death, man. And the ones that came after, all right, the Lord showed mercy to that next generation, man. All right? And like I said earlier, that the same generation has been recycled, man. All right?
Say something real quick. Hey, that's why in this generation right here, or in this captivity that we in, this is the worst captivity, Most High took his name away. You can't call upon the name Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. All right? If everybody had the name, or everybody knew they were Israelites, like Apostle Hall brought out, 2/3 holding us up, man. 2/3 holding us up. They want to acknowledge the name. They want to acknowledge the true power. They want to acknowledge that they're Hebrew Israelites. All right? This is the only captivity that this can happen in, man. Other captivities that we was in, we had the name. We knew that we were true Hebrew Israelites. The only thing we had to do was face the east and call upon the name in sequence, and we was out of there. That's why this ain't happened here, man.
Yeah, that's why the scripture say, concerning Yahushua, it said, look, you had Yahushua with you, man. All right? That's the thing about it, man. You had the Lord that was near and dear to you, man. All right? He was right there with you, man. Everybody knew they were Israelites, man. All right? Everybody knew that they were Hebrew Israelites. All right? They knew the language. All right? And there were many of them that was of the circumcision, man. But still, even though they were of the circumcision, right, they knew they were Israelites, but still they didn't hearken to Yahushua, man. All right? And that was that same generation, man. You know that they were Israelites still. The Lord reserved judgment on them, man. All right? Because this is the appointed time now to where he has set that separation. He's allowed his governing body to be risen, man. All right? But, yeah, come on.
Exodus 16:1, and they took their journey from Edom, and the congregation of the children of Israel came unto the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elam and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departure of the land of Egypt. Exodus 16:2, and the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses, Aaron, in the time of the wilderness.
Yeah,
and
right.
they in the wilderness.
And that's right. And you know, the key thing there is that they murmured against Moses and Aaron. All right? They really, and they weren't even there to murmur against Yahweh, man, the Most High, man, during that time. They came up against Moses and Aaron. All right? You came up against the men that were set up by Yahweh Shah, man. All right? And the same thing stands to this day, man. You come up against the men that are set up by Yahweh Shah, man. All right? And guess what happens when you do that? The Most High has to step in. Right. All right? And set you straight, man.
Right.
All right? And that's exactly, and that's what happened every single time with Israel when they were murmuring against Moses and Aaron. They said, look, this is the person that I set up, man, to lead you out of the land of Egypt, man. All right?
This is the book of Acts 7, verse 51. Ye stiff-necks and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Spirit.
You.
As your fathers did, so do ye.
Right, so they say you stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, man. All right? And the key point in that scripture is that they always resist the Holy Spirit, man. All right? And even to this day, man, they resist the Holy Spirit, man. Because this is everything that you're seeing right now is done with the Spirit, man. Okay? But them being carnal, all right, not discerning the spiritual things, they come up against this, man. All right? So therefore, them seeing this, all right, to them, this is enmity, man. All right? Which caused them to rebel against Yahweh Shah in the long run, man. At the end of it, man. That's right. All right?
Yeah, this is Baruch chapter 1, verse 21. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our mouth, according unto all the words of the prophets, whom he sent unto us.
Ooh, it said according to all the words of the prophets that he sent unto us, man. All right? So, and that's why Israel, they rather go to the Most High than to go to the men, man. All right? And they still to this very day do that, man. All right?
It says, Baruch 1 and 21. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our mouth, according unto all the words of the prophets, whom he hath sent.
Right. And to this very day, man, the Lord has sent forth his prophets to prophesy of his word, man. All right? And since this very day, they don't hearken to the words of the prophets, man. Even going back to the time of when you had the major prophets and the minor prophets, man. Isaiah always be overvalued, man. Through Malachi. Okay? Yeah, all the prophets that were prophesying during that time. And what were they doing? What was our people doing? All right? What were they doing? They were destroying the prophets. They were taking them, they were putting them to death. All right? They were doing everything that they could to the prophets. Why? Because they didn't prophesy good, man. And that's what our people want to hear. They want to hear what's going to come out of this whole situation. They want to hear some good news that's going to come out of this situation that we're in, man. But this is the good news, man. All right? What you're seeing right now, this is the gospel, man. Okay? This is what's going to lead to the destruction of America, man. But to this good news that we bring it to them, right? To them, it's bad news, man. All right? Why? Because, again, that same generation, they still want to cling on to Egypt, man. All right? Because they the Israelites that were coming out of the land of Egypt were saying, right? They were saying that we ate good in Egypt, man. We had this and that, cucumbers, we had all this in Egypt, and you bring us out to the wilderness to die, man. All right? And now, and they're doing it once again today, man. Living good in Egypt, all right? They have all this, they got this, they that. You can drive a Corvette, a Lamborghini, all this, man, all right? And then at the end of the day, man, guess what? They don't want to hearken to Yahweh Shah because of that, man. All right? Because of this.
Just to say something real quick, right? Of late, you've been noticing like all these jakes, they've been coming up against the doctrine. And the rallying cry been coming together, But see, when you get into the scriptures, you understand that it was meant to be oppositional forces, man. We don't marvel at the fact that you come up against it. You got good, you got evil, you got light, you got darkness, you got up, you got down, you got right, you got left, you got wickedness, you got righteousness, man. So you have a say, Salaki, go ahead.
I'm about to say it's a balance.
Yeah, that balance.
It's got to be a balance, man. All right? You got to have somebody that's speaking up for Yahweh Shah, right? And then you got the ones that are being in opposition against it, man. All right? It's been set up all the way from the beginning, man. All right?
Well, somebody get that, you do what you got, but somebody get that too. Luke 17.
Book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Yeah, so can two walk together except they be agreed? All right? And so it's whether you're on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, man. All right? And the Spirit shows what we rely to, man. Okay? So that's why the author read that. So anything in between that is confusion, man.
Right.
All right? Because whether you're with Yahweh Shemel Shah, you're not, man. All right? Please let me know about it.
Yeah, kind of. Start Baruch chapter 1 and verse 21 again. It says, nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord, our power, according unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us. But every man follows the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our power.
Right, man. But yet you had men that was of Israel that followed after their own heart, man. Wicked to serve their other gods, man. That was wicked of Israel, man. All right? And that still stands to this very day, man. All right? Even when you had the Greeks that were coming into power, man. What does Scripture say? You say you had wicked men out of Israel that left out the ways of the Most High and cling on to the ways of the heathen, man. And they said, and guess what they said? They said, let us make a covenant with the heathen, man. Right. All right? Isn't that what they're doing today? All right? They're making a covenant with the heathen, man. All right? Saying that, look, we're going to do all this and that. We're going to take the ship, right? We're going to follow after his laws to a T, all right? And follow out under Esau, man. So the main thing is them, when that chip is introduced, that's going to be them coming up under making a covenant with the heathen. That's right. All right?
That's right. Yeah, by no way you protesting or defunding the police department is going to, however, set off the scriptures, man. Offset the scriptures, man. All right? Locking arms, that ain't going to set off nothing that Yahweh Shem outside and put forth. All right? Prophecy is going to be fulfilled no matter what you do.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, it's going to be fulfilled no matter what.
Hey, and then, like the Ark said, joining arms and locking arms. Hey, man, that really, when you look at it, that's fulfilling Romans 12 and 2, man. Man, you conform into this world, man. Why? Because you're not saying we want not saying this is the right thing to do, but you're not saying we want our own government. We want separation from Esau. We want our own blah, blah, blah. No, you saying let us be, what's the word I'm looking for? Equal. That's the word I'm looking for. You saying we want to be equal with Esau. Let little black girls and white boys join hands, and we all can sing the song of freedom and all that bullshit. Free at last, all that bullshit. See, that's what Jake want to do, man.
Well, that proves that civil rights did a number on that. That was a well orchestrated, well thought out, you know what I mean? A plan that Esau deployed. You know, to bring Jake together under that civil rights bullshit. So now, you see the effects of that to this very day. Jake feel as if, as long as they lock arms, they can get everybody in one room together, get some tickets signed, right?
What are we preaching? What are we preaching?
We're preaching the downfall of America.
Judah Benjamin Lee, American.
The destruction of America. And the so-called white man.
By the white man?
No, the destruction of the so-called. Let me ask you a question. Who has been the counselor of the planet Earth? World War I, World War II. What was who was the driving forces behind those wars?
Well, I don't know. Probably the big money.
That's why you got to be
like
smart.
the Rothschilds.
That's why you got to be. Who was the Rothschilds? What nationality was that? What nationality?
They were English.
No, that's not a nationality. That's not a nationality. Not a nationality.
Okay, they were
turn
white.
This around.
They were white guys.
Simplified. They were so-called white people. They was of this nation. This was their biblical nationality.
So what nationality would you be?
We would be Israelites.
Tribe is Israelites.
Yeah, the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So African Jewish tribes in Africa.
Not such thing as African tribes amongst Israel. You got Israelites.
Well, what about the
Africa.
Ethiopians that went back to Israel?
You got Israelites who lived in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
You got Israelites living in Africa. That's not a nationality. Africa's not a nationality.
No.
That's a landmass.
Yeah, I got
okay?
you. But
we just showed. They go to signs. You got the 12 tribes. You got Judites, Benjaminites, you got Levites, Asherites, you got Issacharites. That consists of 12 tribes of Israel. On the flip side, you got the arch enemies of the Israelites. We would be the Edomites. You ever heard of that? It's the Edomites. Right there.
But the Christian evangelical church is the biggest supporter of Israel out of any of the churches.
Because that's who rule the world.
Yeah.
The
Jews rule the world?
Those are not the real Israelites. Those are imposters.
But the Jews are God's chosen people.
No, not we are, but not those gutter rats over there in Israel.
Oh, gutter rats.
Yeah, they're not true Israelites. Let me ask you this.
That's what the Nazis said.
Let me ask you a question.
That's what the Nazis called.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Jew is short for what?
Judah.
Now, so where the rest of the tribes at?
Well, you have Judah, you have Samaria, and then you have the tribes.
I'm asking you a question. If those are real Jews over there in Israel, we have just, you have just, said that they're the Israelites, they're the Judites. Where the rest of the tribes at?
Well, they were scattered all over the world
Well,
until they got to go back.
Scripture tell you that we will come back together.
They did come back together in Israel in 1948. They were.
So you're talking about the Balfour Declaration. The scriptures didn't prophesy.
That's 1917. That's Balfour.
No, 1948.
No, 48 is not Balfour.
Yes, it is.
1917 was
Balfour.
1948. 1948 was the establishment of Israel as a nation.
Well, okay, however you want to frame it, right? We know what the Balfour Declaration is. So either way it goes, that wasn't how the prophecy foretold Israel would come back together. It wasn't going to come back together under a banner.
Isaiah said.
Isaiah what? Give me the scripture. We'll read it.
Well, it's in.
You better not say Isaiah 2. Because Isaiah 2 said you how Israel would come together and what would happen with Israel.
Isaiah did. Ezekiel said the dry bones, they would come back together.
That's us.
And they would start growing.
That's us.
Well, Ethiopians came.
Well, let me ask you this.
The Russians
let me ask you a
came
question.
back.
Let me ask you a question. It was
Lithuanian Jews.
Hold up, man. It was also foretold that when Israel would come back in their own land, it would be no more war. Did you know the very same day when they did the Balfour Declaration, you could hear the faint sounds of bombs dropping in the background?
Israel has never not been without war. That's the most war-torn
No, I don't
country
know.
in the
We talking
world.
about according to the scriptures. The scriptures say when Israel go back to their land, there will be no more war.
They'll have a short time of peace.
Hold on, listen.
That's what it said. All right,
You
Jeremiah,
finish, man.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10.
Okay.
Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
So hold up, when was y'all in captivity? See, I'm gonna say this too. You got where we at.
This
is a heavily This is a heavily Amalekite area. A lot of you people don't know it.
We were in captivity under
heavily
sin.
Amalekites up there.
We were allowed.
You got a lot of
when Jesus died for us. Jesus died for us.
Listen, he didn't die for you. He only died for the elect of the nation of Israel. Now hold up. When was you in captivity? When was your people in captivity?
He died for the Gentiles too. So the whole world.
When was your people in captivity? When did the Lord save?
Well, we were under sin, so we were captive under sin.
No, read this again. No, these people on this sign. Let's turn this around. Give me that sign. Look at that sign right there. When did your people suffer that? Give me Deuteronomy 28.
No.
When did your people ever suffer that?
No.
When did your people ever have a yoke of iron on their neck?
No.
Damn devil, man.
I mean,
you got the nerve to get up here with a goddamn straight face.
I understand. There's the
No. You don't link up with the prophecies. Give me Deuteronomy 28. We're finna show you don't link up with your people is imposters, man. You liars, man.
We're Gentiles and we're grafted onto the fig tree.
Now you want to.
We're grafted onto the fig tree.
You're an agent, man. All right, come on.
Grafted onto the fig tree.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
When your people fit this prophecy, read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Oh, give me some signs. Read this again.
I think Munah got it.
I'm listening to the word.
Hold up. Read that again.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
When did that happen in your people? When did you come into Egypt, which Egypt is symbolic to America? When did your people come to American ships as captives?
Well, we all.
No, I'm asking you a simple question,
come on,
man.
simple question, man.
King said we all came over in different ships, but we're in the same boat
But not as
now.
captives. You came in a carnival cruise, man.
Not with yokes.
You came over here in a goddamn carnival.
Don't use God's name in vain. Don't use God's name in vain.
Man, come on, get out of here. What's God's name?
You said GP. That's not right.
No, that's the title, man. I read this.
God has many names. God has
Tell
many
the
names.
truth for once in your life,
Jehovah
man.
Jireh,
Read this again.
Abba, Father.
The question, though. Not like you want to deal. You came up to us. Let's deal diplomatically. That's the scriptures. Read it.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, when did those guys over there in Israel who claiming our land right now, when did they ever go into captivity in ships?
Israel's claiming your land.
Hey, so you won't answer our question. I'm asking you a question. When did they go into captivity in ships? We can show you. It's well documented. Give me the sign. It's well documented.
I know you were in slave ships.
Okay, it's plausible that we must be those
Why
people.
do you say that the land that was promised to Abraham is your land?
Because we are his seed. Not you, man. You're an Edomite, man.
I didn't say it's my land. I said it's the Jews' land.
Yeah, we the Jews.
Israel.
We the Jews. You know the Jews right here. The so-called Negroes are the real Jews. Okay? so-called white man is
God
responsible for destroying the earth.
has blessed me. He has the Holy Spirit in me.
No, if you okay, what's the name of the Lord?
The name, Lord, God has many names.
No, he
He has
don't.
Jehovah
You in the
Jireh,
wheelchair, man.
Yahweh.
You got a skull
Yahweh
on
is
your
the
shirt.
name.
All right. You got a goddamn demon. He got a Triton. He got a Triton on his shirt with a skull.
It's
What night he told
these
Moses?
are
Oh, he got a spell on his head.
these
Trying to
are
come up here and
these are
confound
whale
us.
What a
rescuers.
king.
Oh, he really not even in the.
They rescue
He got a goddamn
whales.
shit bag.
They fight. Listen, they
Man, go ahead
rescue
and deal
whales.
with it. Go
They
ahead.
rescue whales.
Yeah, they get between the Japanese whaling ships and the
Man,
whales.
your deception don't work anymore, man.
No, listen, I'm not
Read.
deceiving you.
It's Acts.
That shit don't work no more.
It's
Go ahead.
Acts chapter 5, verse 30.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Acts chapter 5, verse 30.
Right. The power of our fathers raised up the Lord, whom you slew and hanged on the tree. Him hath the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel.
So, our repentance, who needs to be delivered?
Well, they were preaching to the
one
Jews.
question, bro. Who needs to be delivered?
We all do.
No, for what? What you got to be delivered from?
From original sin.
No, man, get out of here, man. Hey, give me Luke, the first chapter.
You don't think there's original sin?
Matter of fact, give me Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Let's get on Esau. Right, your people sing. Let me ask you this. I'm being
Hebrews
honest.
was a scripture
Let me ask
directed
you-
towards the Jews.
Let me ask you an honest question.
Right.
If you had to just say, let's just take a step back and let's just answer this, let's answer this diplomatically right here, man. Right? Who would you say responsible for destroying the planet Earth?
Well, it's not respecting what he's given us.
What race of
See,
people
now you can't deal with this
is
damn devil, man.
responsible
Damn
for
serpent,
destroying the planet Earth? What race of people? That's all they asking you,
Well,
bro.
all of us drive cars.
No.
Who made the car? Who was up? Did I make the car?
All of us
So you're going to say
Who?
Ford?
Ford.
You're gonna
Okay,
say
who was Ford a so-called white man?
Ford was he was a Nazi sympathizer.
Was he a so-called white
You
man?
guys have depictions of Jews
all right, give me
like the
Hebrews.
Nazis.
Give me Hebrews.
You call them Jews rats.
Give me Hebrews.
Hebrews 12 and
This is
16.
that cunning serpent. But see, now we're in a time where that witchcraft ain't working. You know? It was a time when you would say, damn it.
That's not witchcraft. I've got God in me. God speaks out of me. He has His word in me.
You're the left hand of the
Comes
Lord.
through.
Right?
No, I
This
know.
is who we need deliverance from, man. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3.
Man of lawlessness.
hold on, bro. Listen to the scripture, man.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you, meaning do not get swayed off the path of truth, meaning deceive, getting
Go ahead.
swayed off the path of
Give me
truth.
the word.
Go ahead.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
So,
Right?
like, again,
That's the Antichrist.
well, hold up. Let's say this. Hold up. Let's say this. Like I said, let's take a step
That's
back.
the man of lawlessness.
Answer
That's the man of
answer
sin.
the question objectively. When it say man of lawlessness, who is responsible for setting up laws protecting homosexuals?
Well, we're supposed to love all our
See,
fellow
get out of here,
men.
man.
That
Just
man-
get out
Hey,
of here.
no.
You the man of lawlessness.
Love the
You the man of
love
lawlessness. Give me
the
Leviticus
sinner.
the 20th
What I'm
chapter.
saying,
Love
Hold
the
up.
sinner,
Give me
condemn
Leviticus.
the sin. You're not listening.
No,
Love the sinner,
we are
condemn
listening.
the
That's the
sin.
point. That's why he coming back.
What
Because
can I
Condemn
say?
the sin.
Now, he just said it, man. I'm lawless.
Yeah.
Well, when I told you that
Condemn the
homosexuality,
sin.
so you said we should compromise homosexuals and love them, right? That means you the man of lawless.
Right.
Give me Leviticus 20 and 13.
That's not lawless.
It is law because it's against what the law says.
You love the sinner. You hate the sin.
Where it say that in the scripture?
Hate the sin.
Where it say
love
that in the
sin.
scripture?
Love your brother.
Where it say that? No. Where it say hate the sin,
Love
but
your
love
brother.
the sin?
Love your neighbor.
This is devil's
Come on, bro.
word.
You're not answering. The man asked you 5 questions, bro, and you got to answer. He's asking you plain questions. Just a yes or no answer, or it could be.
Hey, this is a serpent, man. Give me this,
Yeah,
give me this
I know.
real quick.
Yeah.
John, this is
He
Leviticus.
might melt the more we get the scripture.
Leviticus
Well,
20 and 13. If a man lie with mankind as he lied with a woman,
Which is homosexuality.
I
Well,
know.
both of them have committed abomination.
Of course.
They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be
Well,
upon
we
them.
don't put them to death for.
because you the man of lawlessness. That's why you can't agree with that.
Well, you don't stone people.
You the man of lawlessness.
We
You
don't
should want to
stone
stone them,
people
though.
for adultery.
Yeah,
for
the script-
theft.
listen,
We don't
listen,
cut
bro, the
people's
scripture
hands
says-
off.
Because you the man of lawlessness.
For stealing.
Because
we
you
don't
the
cut
man
their
of
hands off.
lawlessness. That's why you don't.
No, we just
Go ahead,
don't do
go
that.
ahead.
Y'all know this is
Talk over him, man.
It's Psalm chapter 5, verse
You
5.
don't talk over me.
It says-
I- we
See,
can
you're the
talk.
devil. You think you got some
We can
authority
talk.
over him, man. Go ahead.
The Psalm chapter 5, verse 5. The
In his
fool
spirit, he know that the earth was given to him. Job 9 and 24. In his spirit, he know that the earth was given. That way he feel like we should listen. But you just a devil, man. Go
It
ahead.
says, the foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
Mhm.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
So the Lord hates you. Go ahead. All right, so that's it, right? So we just brought out the scripture where it says what? If man lie with mankind, they have committed abomination, be put to death. And he went against it. Watch it, like he reaching for a
that
scrap.
became legal? When did that become
Like,
legal?
on them, no, we just said it.
Yeah. When did homo became legal, man? When did committing adultery became legal?
Hey, since you on,
They sent them. This guy put out a document, man.
Hey, since you don't want to answer this question, man, you know when homosexuality came legal?
Hold on.
When your people
Let me-
start ruling the
you guys have been
earth. All right, when the
yelling
earth
at
was
me,
given
and
into the
I'm-
hands of the wicked.
We're not
That's
talking
when
about
sexuality
homosexuality.
became a norm. All right, so the brothers
just
protected the
because
man.
Listen,
They got some other side of the house.
just a second.
No, you go ahead.
Just because I'm pretty doesn't mean I'm gay.
All
right, this is
That's gay shit right there. Hold up.
I want to tell you, I'm doing a homeless ministry, okay?
So what?
Who
cares?
I give out deodorant, I give out coats,
Yeah. So what, bro?
I give out reading
That's
glasses,
poison.
I've got
Poison,
scriptures
man.
for them. You know what I've got right here? The man of lawlessness. The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with the work of Satan, displayed in all kinds of
What the word
counterfeit miracles,
Satan?
signs,
Let me-
wonders, and every
let me
sort
ask you a
of
question,
evil
bro.
that deceives those that are perishing. They
See,
perish
you
because
saw
they
this,
refuse to love
It's
the
like a
truth
guy in court.
and
You know, a
be
guy in
saved.
court, and you know, a guy
For
in the
this
courtroom,
reason,
he's
God
trying to
sends
convince
them
the
a
judge,
powerful
"Judge,
delusion
I did this, I did
so
that."
they will believe the lies
And
and
we
be
said
condemned
we don't wanna
who
hear
have
that
not believed the truth but
So
delighted in
you just said out your mouth,
You just
believe the
defined
lies,
it.
right? Let me see this.
Hold up, don't even.
That's a lie.
I'm gonna say this real
That's
quick.
a lie.
Those are Bible scriptures.
These
So
don't
what?
even
But
believe.
that's the main lie, brother.
That's Leonardo da Vinci. It's just,
There you go.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let's get to the bottom
Jesus
of
Christ.
this. You said a
This
man
is
of
John
sin.
the Baptist. They're all pointing to the
Man, hold on, give me a
heavens.
picture, man. You can't really engage in these
That's a
guys.
faggot, man. This is on Matthew 5 and 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Right, so the Lord didn't come to destroy the law, man. So when he heard us read the law, it didn't even resonate with you. You instantly went against the law.
I didn't
You
go
the
against
man
the
of
law.
lawlessness.
The law is the law. You know, 613 rules that the Jews had, that's not still the law. You
What
don't
you mean
have
with
to
the
go
Jews
by
had?
that.
All of Israel had those laws.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, but you don't have to go by
Jews
that.
embedded in their head.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
the trick question. What the
All
rest
right,
of the tribes did?
one can I have you read this one? Genesis?
Hey, so is it okay to be a homo, right? Is
No,
it okay?
no. it's
Okay,
not.
so
It's
that's
against
part of the
God.
law, bro.
It's
Yeah,
against
they
the
got him,
law.
you're a homo.
Yeah, but you don't stone them. You
So
don't
what you
kill
do to
them.
him? You just let him go
You a lie.
back? Let him go free?
No, you talk to him about God. You talk to him
the
about
scripture
God.
Say
says,
that in the scripture.
let the Most High be the truth and let every man be a lie. You just spoke a lie. What
I
did the
didn't
law
speak a
just
lie.
say about what you do with a man and lie with another man?
You don't stone him in
Well,
this.
that means you can't rehabilitate them.
Can you read that
You
again?
can't rehabilitate them.
Well, the scripture do
If
say,
it's sin,
The scripture says,
they
do
can be
kill
forgiven.
them. It says they shall be
can
put
be
to
well,
death.
hold on, real quick, you know what he
They
keeps,
can be
you know what he said
forgiven
in a
of their
roundabout
sin.
way? He said we should not stone them because he said that's not prohibited in America.
Yeah, in America, that's right.
Well,
So that proves that America is not
hold
with the
on,
law.
hold on, hold on.
It's anti to the
I'm
law.
not interrupting you. I'm listening, right?
No, you're not listening. You just when you get the opportunity to
Love
come
the
against
sinner and hate the sin. We
Well, say that
condemn the
though.
sin.
Hey, show us
We
the scripture.
condemn
Show us the
the
scripture.
sin.
What the scripture at?
Just show the scripture. We'll read it for you. You going to have to type it.
forget.
Hold on, we can Google it
I
and see if
forget.
that come up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
all
the
workers
sinner
of
and
iniquity.
condemn the sin.
It gonna come. It gonna show a movie.
Exhort, extol, right? And retort.
It's gonna come
the
up to a
sin.
gospel choir, Georgia Mass,
Yeah.
Mississippi Mass Choir.
Somebody sang about his own case.
Yeah. It's not gonna come up with a scripture.
Why did they have to die?
Genesis chapter
can I ask-
12,
Oh, you know
verse
what?
3.
Let him cut this up. What you want? Genesis what?
Genesis chapter 12, verse 3.
Get it.
Man, that's on my Abraham.
Let's get it. Now I'm gonna ask you a question real quick while we get it. What the word "say" mean?
What's the word what?
Satan mean.
Satan, man.
Satan.
Satan. What about Satan?
What does it mean? What that word
What does it
Satan
mean?
Well, it's Lucifer. It's the man of lawlessness.
No.
It's
The
the
word
devil.
"say,"
It's the
the
evil
word "say"
one.
mean adverse, meaning the man that's contrary to everything the Lord laid out.
That's the father of lies,
So,
not the father of truth.
well, hold up. Look, brother.
You got it?
You would
got
line
it?
up with being saved, man. All right, that's the point I want to make. Go ahead.
You want that
Go ahead. Give what you want.
This is Genesis 12:3. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee.
You got cut.
Yeah. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
Right. Abraham was going to be a father of many nations. Any nation that blesses Abraham will be blessed, and any nation that curses Abraham will be cursed.
But do you know that the word nations translates to families? The 12 tribes,
Ethnicities,
the
sure,
12 tribes is
ethnicities.
the nations that they're talking about.
Ethnicities, yes.
This is the nations
That's
they're
the Jews. If you bless the Jews,
What you mean? Jews is one tribe.
Jewish. Okay, but the Jewish people,
No.
the
You
Jewish
cursed us.
people, the
Your people
Israelites.
cursed us, so you're going to be
If
cursed.
you bless the Israelites, you will be blessed.
This is
Well,
this
you
is,
didn't
hey,
bless us.
It's talking about Abraham, right?
I'm blessing you. I'm blessing you. I'm not.
I got something real quick. Dealing with Abraham.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Romans 9 and 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. But in Isaac shall thy seed be taught. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, Isaac
read
had
that
the
again,
blessing.
I'll read that again.
Isaac blessing went through the
Yeah,
tribe of Isaac.
this is Romans
Yeah,
9.
the Israelites.
Jacob.
They
Yes.
went through- So that don't mean all the nations. That just means
Jesus came to save the Gentiles.
No, the
He came
Gentiles
to
was
make
us.
sure everyone could get to God.
No, not everyone. Just
It's
only
in
the Israelites.
Ephesians. It's in Ephesians.
But you
chapter
don't
1.
understand the concept of Gentiles.
Ephesians
Gentiles is
chapter
talking
1.
about these people on this time that was going by these names. We was-
Gentiles are the rest of the earth, not the
No,
Israelites.
Why ain't
they
got
are
a
the
book of
Israelites.
Paul, why ain't not a book of-
Exactly. All right, let me show you
Did
something.
you,
Give me
did you keep those scriptures?
Give me Malachi 3 and 6. Real quick. Pay attention.
3 and 6, is that about paying tithes?
So you way off.
Tithes and offerings? No, that's right there in chapter 3. I know it is.
We're going to.
This is Malachi
Pay attention.
chapter 3 and verse 6. It reads, "For I am the Lord, I change not."
Hold up. So if the Lord don't change, who did He give the laws and statutes and commandments to?
The Israelites, and we're
That's
grafted.
it. That's
Christians
it.
are grafted onto the fig
See,
tree.
you don't want to
Go
answer
ahead.
my question, man.
Go ahead.
Just
I
show this
just
to the
answered
serpent.
it.
No, I asked you a simple question. Who did the Lord give the laws? So I didn't ask you about the New Testament.
So you don't think Gentiles
See,
can be saved?
No, not natural Gentiles. The Israelite foreigners can be saved. Those who are the Gentiles are Israelite foreigners.
So I can't be saved.
No, if you're not an Israelite, you can't be
I
saved.
am saved.
You're not.
I have the Holy
Saved from
Spirit
what?
in me. Saved from death. I have eternal
You're
life.
gonna die.
I'm in eternity right now.
No, you're in a wheelchair.
This is the first part of
Oh,
eternity.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm
You
in a
see her
wheelchair.
talking. Go ahead.
I
This
just-
1 Corinthians 12 and 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols.
So that means we was calling ourselves these names, but now we calling ourselves these. We was calling ourselves
No,
these
he's talking
names.
about the Corinthians and the
Hold up.
the people.
So
The
who?
rights are to Corinthians.
Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 1.
That's it. That's it.
Hold up. You said to the Corinthians. Pay attention. Now let me ask you a question. What was Corinth
Do you think they were
then? Hold up.
in Turkey?
What was Corinth? What was the city of Corinth?
Corinth was in Turkey or Greece. It was either
It was
Greek or
in
Greece or Turkey.
Corinth was in Greece.
Greece.
Now hold that. Now,
Right
give
there
me
in
what
the
you
same
got.
area.
This is 1 Corinthians 10
It's going to
and
prove
1.
that those talking about Israelites that was in Corinth.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren,
Brethren, that's a key word. Your brother is somebody of your tribe. See? Go ahead.
I would not that ye should be ignorant how that our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea.
So
When he was talking about brethren, he was talking about Christians in Corinth.
So when did their fathers pass under the cloud in the
He
sea?
was Paul was talking to the Christians in Corinth.
Continue. He was talking
That's
to
why he
Israelites.
called them brethren.
Well, hold
He
up,
said,
hold
"You're
up.
brethren
Pay attention.
because you're
Pay
Christians."
attention. You ain't paying attention. Go ahead.
I am
I'm
paying
reading it.
attention.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea.
That was talking about in ancient Egypt. See?
Yeah, they did pass through the
Okay,
sea.
so that's talking about a literal family. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, but that's not the only
Keep
one.
going.
The brethren.
Keep
He's
going.
talking about
Keep going.
brethren
It
as
said
well.
in
There
all-
were Jews there. There were Jews there and
Man,
Israelites
you a
there.
damn devil,
And he's
man.
also talking
You a
about
damn
Christians.
devil, man.
And
You
why,
a devil.
why did it say all our fathers?
We said our fathers passed. All the,
I have Christ in me.
no, you don't.
I am living in eternity
God,
right
this
now.
verse 2. And all were baptized unto Moses.
See, was the Gentiles, natural Gentiles, baptized unto Moses? No, only the Israelites. Go ahead.
It said, and all were baptized unto Moses in the clouds and in the sea, and all did eat the same spiritual meat,
Right, which was the manna. Continue.
and did all drink the same spiritual drink,
Uh-huh.
for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was
So Paul is saying, look, he talked to the Corinthians, the Israelites that were scattered in Corinth. He said, look,
Paul was the prophet to the
roll him out
Gentiles.
of here, man. Give his wheelchair, roll him out of here. That man tired of here, man.
Paul was the preacher to the Gentiles. Peter.
Somebody roll him out of here, man. Hey, I think the lock on the back of it. Hit the lock and roll him in the
Paul was the preacher to the Gentiles. You forget that.
Chapter 9, verse 3.
Why do you think it's called Romans? He was teaching the Gentiles, the Romans. He was teaching the Gentiles, the
So who's the
Romans.
Corinthians?
There were brothers, there were Christians in Corinth.
No, man, those are the Israelites. That's why he said your fathers passed under the sea.
You're just getting it wrong.
He said something about the Romans.
I
All right, go ahead.
feel bad
This
because you're
is
getting it wrong.
Romans.
It's in Romans.
It's in my
right?
You're
Romans,
looking
right?
at this with blinkers on.
This is
You're right.
Romans.
We supposed to.
You're not.
This
You're
is
not
what you tell
seeing
us
the
to.
big picture.
This is
Romans.
He's not saying.
He's preaching to the Romans.
Look, okay, look.
Not the Jews in Rome.
This is Romans.
Not just the
Romans.
Jews.
This is Romans 11 and 1.
Read over.
I say then, had the Most High cast away his people, the Most High forbid, for I also am an Israelite.
So what was Paul's nationality?
Keep going. Paul was a Jew. He was an
No,
Israelite.
What did he say
He was a
also?
Benjamite.
Why did he say also?
He was a Pharisee.
Why did he say also?
He wasn't a Jew, brother.
He was a Benjamite, man.
Why did he say also?
He was talking to some Jews there, but he
Okay.
was also the preacher to the Gentiles.
But he don't get it. He don't get it. He don't get it.
I do get it. I know it.
That's Esau version.
It's Romans chapter 9, verse 3.
Yeah, get out of here.
I
Get
pray
out.
for y'all.
Wisdom myself for the curse from Yahushua.
Prayers will not be heard.
My kinsmen, according to the
Right,
flesh.
so according to the flesh, man.
Hey,
So there's no such thing as spiritual Israelites.
say it again. Don't go through life like what? Do it again.
Take them off.
Hey, that's what we do. We go through life like that. It's called a straight and narrow, homeboy. We don't go off the wide and the broad, man. We don't waver. We go like this because we single-eyed.
Don't catch no flat, man. You gotta watch that bus.
Hey, man, let him go, man. Let him go. Go ahead.
It says, my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh,
According to the flesh.
who are Israelites.
Who are Israelites? So that disqualifies any idea of a spiritual Israelite. You can't be a spiritual Israelite. Your people put hell on our people, man. So that means you asking the Lord to stray away from what he's about. The Lord is about justice, man. Give me Psalm 89 and 14, man. Yep, go ahead.
James 1 and 1. James, a servant of the Most High and the Lord.
Hold up. Imagine this. Esau, after all the shit he did, brother, he just ride off in the sunset and he break bread with him. That shit don't make no sense, man. Yep, go ahead.
James 1 and 1. James, a servant of the Most High and the Lord Yahushua to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. Read it. See? So, because all the letters of the Apostle Paul, all right, the Apostle Paul said what? He was a Pharisees to the Gentiles, man. Who was the Gentiles? The unnatural Gentiles, man. You see what I'm saying? The natural Gentiles are the heathen nations, but the unnatural Gentiles.
Your Paul was sent to the Gentiles. Give me Galatians, I think that's 2:8.
Yeah, he was sent to the unnatural Gentiles, man. The Gentiles that were scattered abroad and that was deprived of their nation, all right, their heritage, all right, the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, they was up under heathen customs, man. So the Apostle Paul was appointed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua through Yahushua to teach those Gentiles, man, which is a hard job, man. It's a hard job, man. Trying to get to a nigger in America, man, to tell him that he's a peculiar person of the Most High when he's been conformed to this world so long, man.
Yep, go ahead. Give me what you got.
God, this is Galatians chapter 2, verse 8. For he that wrought effectually in Peter to the apostleship of the circumcision.
Right, so Peter was given the jurisdiction over those who knew that they was Israelites. Right, go ahead.
The same was mighty in me toward the Gentiles.
Right, so Paul was given the office of going out to the Gentiles, man, which was all Israelites. That's why I said there's no difference between Jew nor Greek. Right? Now, why did it say no difference between Jew nor Greek or Hamite or Moab? Because you got to know the history. That's when you go into the time of Maccabees, man. Antiochus, man. Okay? First Maccabees, where it say he made them there was wicked men that came out of Israel and made a covenant with the heathen, and they said they would not circumcise themselves. So overall, that means that they followed the customs of the Greeks. And that's that missing link between the Old Testament and the New Testament. That's why when you read, for an example, about Timothy's father, and his father was a Greek. Why was he anything but a Greek? Because he followed the Greek custom, man. But this is way beyond the strength of you people out here. Go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 9 and verse 15. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles.
Right, yep. So that was Yahweh speaking. So I forget what the proper name right there. The man of the Lord, Paul had to come to him. Ananias, right. He said, look, man, because he was scared to deal with Paul. He said, look, no, he's a chosen vessel unto me to go to the Gentiles.
Yep. Okay.
So we continue in that legacy today, right? We're going out to the Gentiles. The Gentiles, the Israelites scattered. Go ahead.
He said, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel.
Yep, and the children of Israel. And this thing only for Israelites. All right, go ahead.
So Acts chapter 2, verse 4. It says, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. And they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven.
Yep, so you had Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Meaning what? These Jews were scattered throughout the world, man. That's not a hard concept to digest, man. You know? Yep, man. Yeah, that's why we brought out Corinthians. He didn't want to hear that. That was the devil, man. You know? But the spirit, the zeal of the Lord got on us, and we saw a damn full-fledged devil. And, we were ready to just cut him up. When I just told him. Yeah, what I just said, I didn't want to cut him up. Yeah. I didn't want to cut him. That's why somebody give me Psalms 149, start at 6. Go ahead.
It says, verse 6, it says, now when this was Lord's abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born?
Right, so you see that you had Israelites that were born in other nations, that was continuing in those customs of those nations, actually speaking in the language of those nations. That ain't that hard to digest, man. Just like we were brought over here, the first stock, if you will, cargo of slaves that were brought over here, they had somewhat their customs. And when you go into the interiors of West Africa, throughout Africa, you had, for example, Fort Benjamin, Fort Levi over there in Israel, man. When you read the scriptures, that's why Yahweh went out to Egypt. Because you had Israelite colonies out there. So you had Israelites when they came over here as slaves, they were actually speaking Hebrew, man. When you go into the natives over here, they were speaking Hebrew. But as time progressed, your father started teaching your children them customs. Right. And this is what you have today. Right? All right, so what it was, give me that.
This Psalm 149 and 6. That the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth.
Right, and what's the high praise of the Most High? The prophecy. What?
And a two-edged sword in their hand.
And that's the scriptures. That's why the brothers was compelled to cut that devil. We saw that was a challenge. We saw the devil approach. So we went for our weapons, man. And that two-edged sword is talking about the scriptures. Give me Hebrews 4 as well. See, we were set in defense of the gospel. Man, you got these keyboard warriors out there. These niggas on the comment board that want to check up. They want to wait till we do a video and critique what we got to say. They don't want to come out here and deal with the elements. See, we the ones that's on the front lines, man.
Is it?
Okay? We the ones when you read, what's that, Psalm 94? Who shall stand up for me before the evil doers? The Lord thrust us into the public eye, man. We out here, oh, damn, they got a cop right here. I thought he left, man. He been sitting out there the whole duration of the camp, man.
And the motherfucker pulled off and came back.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even notice.
He's sitting there waiting. He's sitting there watching us. You Jakes don't want you don't want that smoke, man. We on the coming board. You know what I mean? The first Jews was stupid shit, man.
Nigga might the same color as we are.
Oh yeah, nigga, we might do a video on that nigga, man. Yeah, nigga talking about some the Edomites actually, you know what I mean? Japheth. Well, why you ain't out here on the street, man? If you feel so convicted, why the spirit ain't on you to come out here in the streets, man? Yeah,
right. This is Jeremiah 1, I'm starting verse 17. Therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee.
Yep.
Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them.
That's it. See, the Lord has told us to rise up, come out here and confound these people. And if we don't do that, He's going to confound us, man. So like we said, we got a cop shit right there, man. He's sitting up there, you know what I mean? He posted up too, man. Did you think that's going to somehow quell? No, we here in the spirit, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
It said, for behold, I have made thee this day a defense city.
Right. See, we a defense city, right? Meaning you can't penetrate this. Oh, you know, like I told you, I said, that shit gonna work. You know? Pull up, talk some shit and pull out a pamphlet. You know what I mean? That shit don't apply no more, man. We stubborn and righteous. Go ahead.
It said, behold, I made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, and brazen walls.
Right, we hard-headed and righteous, man. We ain't going nowhere until the Lord Himself calls us up the street. Okay? Go ahead.
Against the whole land.
Look, we're against everybody. Fuck everybody. Real talk, we're against everybody, at least you like-minded, at least you want to be elect. When you come up here, man, we already looking at you sideways. That's why we don't give a damn if you can come up here with fringes. Hey, them be the ones, real talk, I'm be honest. The ones that come up here with fringes, man, them the ones that I'm ready to cuss. Hey, just like John the Baptist, give me that. Who wanted you to run out of that? Who wanted you to run out of that burning house? You know that. That burning house. All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 35:2, Son of Man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Right, so we was told to come out here and prophesy against Mount Seir. Okay? So when these Edomites come up, man, you know, I mean, it has to be real spiritual. You have to actually be an Israelite that look like an Edomite for us to, you know, do you in any other way. Yeah, go ahead, huh?
It says, and prophesy against it.
So that's what we were commanded to do, prophesy against you, man. Because the Lord has a controversy with Babylon. Guess what? The Lord has prepared judgment for Esau, man. You ain't getting off the hook, man. You ain't gonna be able to spin this whole thing with that damn witchcraft that you see. Lord love everybody bullshit, man. Right. You know, we Christians. Right. That shit don't work up here, man. Yeah, that's just like you go to court. You know you go to court, that real serious judge, you don't want to hear that shit, man. That's us. You see him getting his paperwork together and shit. It's just like court. It reminds me of court. Yep. He had this little shit. No, man, you already sinners, man. Yep. You was already on the run. Yep. Man, somebody on the run, you bring them to court. You ain't even got no argument.
You got a damn FTA against you, man.
FTA, fear to appear.
Fade to appear, man.
Hey, the only thing you can do is top a plea.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Man, Esau don't even want to do that. Goddamn devil. Go ahead.
Isaiah 35:3, and say unto it, which is Mount Seir, thus saith the Lord power.
Which is America. Go ahead.
Right. Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
That's why our spirit went with him, man. Off the top, we knew it wasn't going to be no common ground, man. Well,
and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Yeah, so that's the result. That's the result, right?
It's on Proverbs 6 and 17. A proud look and a lying tongue and hands that shed ends of blood.
That was him, man. That nigga was in a wheelchair. He still was looking proud. He had a catheter.
Shit, man.
Shit. Man, this nigga was still looking proud, man.
I'm trying to tell you what the truth is. Right. This motherfucker sitting here refuting against the law of the King James Version, man. He's sitting here trying to compromise when the brother read him the law of the King James Version.
But he was the lawless.
Yeah, you like, oh, you fucking law.
You the lawless man. Because he found nowhere in his heart to agree with what the law said.
Hey, as the scripture said, there was no place of repentance for Esau.
Yeah, no place of repentance found for Esau. That's why in our spirit, we ain't no way we're going to exonerate Esau, man. The Lord gave us jurisdiction to bring down to read 1 Corinthians 6 chapter, or 2 Corinthians. Yeah, right, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's on Proverbs 16:18.
Oh, yeah, that's the cop. The cop just rolled by away, man. You probably listening long enough, like, look, man, you probably finna go turn in that bag. Fuck that. Got nothing on this guy. Bag. Yeah. And then look at me, say, man. He got damn, you know, he like he had a sign of relief. Put his head back there. Like, phew. glad this shit on. Hey, he's pulling out. We speed the fuck out of here, man. Hey, real talk, man. Because no, the brothers, y'all can't see. The cop posted up over there watching him, man. Then what he did, he pulled up right to the light and he spoke. Then after he spoke, he put his head back like a sigh of relief, and he got the fuck out of here. Yeah, go ahead.
It's Proverbs 16:18. A heart that deceiveth the wicked imagination.
Right, that's talking about Esau. Oh, where you at?
The bias is like it's Proverbs 16:18.
Oh, 16.
A heart
Okay.
that the bias of wicked imagination.
That's 6.
Proverbs 6:18.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 6:18.
Uh-huh.
A heart that devises of wicked imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Feet that be swift and run into a mischief.
Mm-hmm. Right. So when you continue, continue.
Proverbs 16:19. A false witness that speaketh lies.
Mm-hmm.
And he that swore to score among brethren.
Right. When he swore to score among brethren. Now when you read from the 16th verse, it tells you these are the 16 that the Lord hates, which are all equals up to who? Esau. Why? Because all those characteristics can be associated with this devil. That's a stigma you can't get away from, man. Right. You know, just like you go to court and you goddamn got all these previous possession cases and trafficking cases and distribution cases. Man, that's a stigma you can't get away from, man. You a damn drug dealer. If you walk like a duck and talk like a duck, that's a damn you is a duck. That's Esau, okay? So-called white man, everything that you have done is associated, is a stigma, is attached to you, is joined at your hip, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 57:20. But the wicked are like the troubled sea.
And that's the spirit we getting on this devil today, man. You know, there's so much stuff to get into. That show you that the scripture is real. The scripture say prophesy against Mount Seir, man.
That's it.
Now, you know, we're going to go into the prophecy. Of course, we're going to bring out current events. We're going to bring out news, articles, yeah. But, man, I don't give a damn what lesson you go into. Real talk. In the spirit, you're going to touch on this.
Yeah. True. No matter what you're doing. Esau gonna come up.
Wow. You talk about your bro. Esau, that's, you know what I'm saying? Your bro, she was goddamn being rebellious. You know what? They go back to Esau. You know what I'm saying? It's true though, man. It's true though. Paper trail go back to Esau. He the one set the legislation. He set the tone for this shit to be the way it is now, man. Everything set up here in America was set up to vex us as a people, man.
That's it.
All right? You gotta be, you might try to make America great again. This place will not be made great again, man. In fact, it's gonna be destroyed. Right? You might try to get the fuck out of here.
This is, again, Isaiah 57:20. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. There is no peace, saith my power, to the wicked.
Yeah, there's no peace to the wicked, man. There's no squashing the peace that the Lord got with you, man. There's no peace for you, man. We ain't got no peaceful words. We got no comforting words for you devils, man. You can't come up here and ain't no way we can comfort you. The only thing we can tell you that you're going to be destroyed. You're going to go on the heart. Your throne, which is America, your baby going to be destroyed. And then that's going to spill over until you're going into captivity, man. That's the doctrine, man. That's the judgment reason.
Yeah, because he was troubled, man, like troubled waters, man, like the waves of the sea, man. He was very troubled about bringing out these precepts, man. He went into all kind of bags trying to bring out stuff against this word.
I thought he was going to get the scrap.
Yeah.
His lip was quivering.
Yeah, he was quivering. And he had to roll on out of here, man. And that's what
we was going to roll him out of here, man. Yep, go ahead.
Come on, back to Psalm 149:6. Let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand.
See, this that two-edged sword, man. See? Somebody get that Hebrews 4:12. See, this is what we use to punch you devils, man. See, these devils, they want us to get carnal, you know. We might yell at you, yeah, we might get passionate, but it's going to be done through the scriptures. This is how we're going to cut you. And see, his whole life messed up. Because once you get this word, then you messed up, man. Mindful. 18? Yep, get that too, yep. Hold that on there. Yep, get what you got?
It's Ezekiel chapter 18. He said, verse 4, Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
Right. So these same devils is back today, man. You know, that scripture proves, that's reincarnation, that proves that you're the very ones that put hell on us, man. Now you're back trying to plead your cause. But no, man. What?
Skip down to verse 10. If he begat a son that is a robber, a shedder of blood, and that doeth delight to any one of these things, and that doeth not any of those duties, but even hath eaten upon the mountains, and defiled his neighbor's wife, hath oppressed the poor and needy, hath spoiled by violence, hath not restored the pledge, and hath lifted up his eyes to the idols, hath committed abomination, hath given forth upon usury, and hath taken increase.
And the so-called white man guilty of all those sorts. Case in point, that usury, that's what America was based upon, man. Just look at your FRN. So this man took all the gold and gave you a goddamn certificate. And God forbid you go into business with these devils, you're going to get hit with interest rates. That's against the law, man. Yeah, if you don't pay your taxes and shit like that. But they overtax you, man. You know, it's usury. Go ahead.
13, hath given forth upon usury.
Which I believe that's a
Hath given forth upon usury, and hath taken increase, shall he then live?
Right, so should you escape? Let's read what the scripture says.
He shall not live.
Uh-huh.
He hath done all these abominations. He shall surely die. His blood shall be upon him.
Yeah, his blood shall be upon him. So Esau is guilty of all those charges, and that's written in the scriptures. That's the legislation written, man. Hey, when you consider Esau, he got certain laws and legislations on the books. That you can't walk up in the courtroom and say, hey man, erase that law, man. Please, erase that law. Just don't even think about that. You can't do that. Them devils gonna say, no, according to the law, section B8, you know, some crazy shit. Then they're gonna judge you accordingly, man. But guess what? That's the same with the Lord. Right? Did you get that? You run the 1920. You're talking about usury. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 27 and 17. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
Yeah, and that's Esau guilty of that, man. That's why you curse. That's why the scriptures say, matter of fact, give me Isaiah 34 and, hold on. Isaiah 34, I believe, 5. Yep, says it.
Yep, now, this is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
And Idumea is Greek for Edom, right? So-called white man. Go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse.
See, and of the people of my curse.
To judgment.
To judgment. Now go back to just read. So, and to the people of my curse to judgment. Right?
Now, Deuteronomy 27 and verse 17. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
So who that is? That's Esau. That's who judgment coming down on, the people of the Lord's curse, man. And you are guilty of removing the landmarks. Okay? You had your own land up there in Petra, man. All right? You had your own fucking land that you expanded, all right? And you took everybody else's land. And it tells you in Micah the 2nd chapter. Woe unto him who covered a field. Right? Go ahead, you got more?
That's it.
All right.
Yeah, this Exodus 22. Yeah, Exodus 22 and 25. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usury.
Yeah, see?
Neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
Yeah, see, that's so Esau by you taking the law and you took the law to yourself, man. You swear on the Bible. You swear these presidents at these inaugurations. You go in the courtroom, you swear on the Bible. There's a Bible everywhere throughout America. It's the top seller in the world, right? You promote the Bible. So now you are guilty of, the scripture says, he that breaks one law, you know, you're going to be stoned with them milk.
Yeah, it's a lot. Even when you get a job, they ask you on your W-2s, your exemption. You claim 5, they want that back at the beginning of the year, man. That's usury, man. When you supposed to be paid at the end of the day.
That's right.
But they do it bi-weekly, man. Why? Because they can keep taxing that daily wage, man. Whatever the wage may be.
Hey, well, that's the 2 leases. I mean, that. give me that real quick.
All right, God, this is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 15. The horse leech have 2 daughters crying, give.
That's Esau. Now, how we know that that's Esau? Because according to the scripture, this man is drunken, he's bloodthirsty. It says, thou hast not hated, he's drunken with the blood of the saints. So he's greedy, give. And he want our inheritance too. That's why you had the devil to come up and claim that you can get out of here. He's fucking greedy, man. You're a greedy damn devil, man. You want everything. You want the planet Earth. You got the planet Earth. That's not enough. All right? You're not satisfied with that. You got the people. That's not enough. Now you want our inheritance, man. You want our hope. You took our hope from us. Right? Go ahead.
I say something too. Like the op pointed out, he said, crying give. And Esau has thou but one.
Yeah.
Blessing, Father.
That's it. That's a lesson right there.
That's
That's bad right there.
Yeah.
Crying, man. And that's the worst motherfucker. Like, somebody do something for this. Hey, that's why I just said, man, what can I do for you, man? You know, it's like this bitch crying in my ear, man.
Yeah, he probably has knowing Edomite voice.
Yeah, that annoying Edomite screeching.
Yeah.
Father! Fucking, man, I hate you, damn devil.
They don't want to accept the consolation prize. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
here it is, you motherfuckers. You wreak havoc at the expense of all the nations. You shed the blood of the saints. Man, everything you can think of, you're guilty of, man. That's the nigga, man. That's the nigga right there, man. Yep. Go ahead. You got something? All right, get what you got, man.
Come to the book of Sirach 21, and I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, he that buildeth his house with other men's money is like a man gathering himself stones for the tomb of his burial.
Right, and those stones, those missiles. Here it is. He the one gathering the missiles. He the one gathering the stones for his own burial, man. Yeah? You got something? Do what you got. You got something?
This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Yeah, and that goes into your usury, man. You got a goddamn piece of paper with so-called white man face on it. It holds no weight. It's volatile at best. It's on the verge of an epic collapse. Yet this is what this man giving you, and he took all the real resources of the world, which is gold and silver. You know, and livestock and other things too, man. Land, you know. Hey, even your children, man, like women and shit like that. Those resources, man. But he owned that. This man owned your daughter. Birth certificate. He tell you when your daughter become a woman, man. Fucking devil, man. This nigga, that's the one who run this shit.
Harry Potter, man.
Yeah,
That nigga
man.
got a green ponytail, man.
Fucking Harry Potter run your shit, man. You should be vexed at that, man.
Sign, man.
Yeah. We got a basement full of, you know what I mean, Dungeons and Dragons and shit.
That's what it is.
Yeah, trade cards and shit. And with them cards, they trade,
Pokemon,
Pokemon, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh and shit, man. Oh, that's that motherfucker. Goddamn Lakers and shit. Goddamn Lakers playing that shit. He motherfucker online and shit. Watch out online and shit, man. Bitch. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pay.
Yeah, and that's talking about the missiles. It's going to come down upon him. You know? Yeah, come on, give me what you got.
It's Obadiah chapter 1, verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night,
That's it.
how art thou cut off? Will they not?
That's why this is known as the night. The robbers don't get down in the daytime. In the kingdom, the robbers ain't going to exist. In the kingdom, you ain't going to have, in the daytime, we're going to bust in your house in the daytime.
Hey, that's what you call creeping. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when they creep, you know, when the sun go down, man. Hey, what they say in the world, the night has no eyes. You know?
Well, that's that slithering serpent, you know, creeping up in your shit. Motherfucker, bro, man, coming up in your window and shit. Down in your savage.
His name is on the house.
Bro, man. Oh, that's your brother. This is our brother.
Evil twin brother.
Evil brother, man.
Somehow the house is in his name.
That's good.
What would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right. So even a conventional robber will steal till he had enough. The devil wants everything. He wants you. That's where the tip come in. This man wanna rule you, man. He wanna have control over your spirit. He wanna tell go ahead. Yeah, he wanna be like the Most High. He wanna tell you when you can come and go, right? Go ahead.
It says, if grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Yeah, would they not leave some grapes? Go ahead.
How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up?
Yeah, so how is the hidden thing sought up? By the word. Because the word is compared to a light. The light is set up an effort to expose the things in the darkness. That's it, man. That's it. We those beacons of light. Right? These are the candlesticks that you read about in Revelation 1st chapter. With through the Spirit, we might have to go into that. Right. You know, go into that candlestick, you know? Because these are the candlesticks, and the candlesticks is where the light is here. Right. The churches. We go into that. That's it. That's it.
Hey, through the Spirit, I did a lesson, man. Hey, hey, call hello, y'all. Hey, the real church is hidden in plain sight, man. You know, and this is the real church, man. You know,
these are the entrances into the kingdom.
That's it. The entrance to the kingdom. That's it.
I'm going to walk about the entrance to the kingdom of heaven, man. This is the gate.
Real altar, man. Real.
Hey, that's the gate. Hey, see, the Lord's so bad. If it was physical, you would see a big gold city, and you would be dying to get in here. But the Lord hid it. Matter of fact, give me Colossians, the 1st chapter. The Lord hid it, and you just only see us in this realm. Oh. So you look at us like we just some bombs. But if you saw what it was really worth, you would see a big ass gold and diamond mansions. And you'll be dying to get in. You'll be coming up to the gate. How can you get in?
Oh, it'll be overflowed.
It'll be overflowed, man.
You can't contain all that.
But you can't, just like trying to get in the club. Just jumping. I'm going to get in there. But see, the Lord blinded you. You don't see what's really in here, man.
They stand in line with votes.
Yeah, they're walking past the kingdom.
Yeah, they'd rather stand in line with votes. You know what I'm saying?
You got that Colossians 1:26?
All right, this is the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 26. You got it? Come on, you got it. You know, go ahead.
This is Colossians chapter 1, verse 26. Even the mystery which have been hid from ages are from generation, but now is made manifest to his saints.
Right, so this is a mystery that's been hidden. That's why the Lord said the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, man. Yes. Even the kingdom, the entrance to the kingdom is a mystery, man. It's hidden, man. You know? Go ahead.
This is St. Matthew 13:44. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in a field.
Right, the field is the world. The kingdom is right here, man. See, you got Jake riding by. Sometimes Jake can see like, oh, something up with that, and they'll keep going, man.
Hey, I got to say one more time, amen, that the aunt brought out the beautiful scripture through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The church hidden in plain sight, man.
Okay, you got it.
It's a psalm. It's like the book of Psalm, chapter 91. Verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place.
Yeah, so we dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, meaning this is a mystery unto the world. Meaning we are standing here on the street corners in the chief place of concourse amongst the world, all right, which is wisdom dealing with us, and wisdom is crying without, all right, which is the real church. But the thing is, the real church is hidden, man. All right, we're hidden.
Hold on, can I say that? Hold on, they rebuke him that they hate him at the gate. This is the gateway into the kingdom, man. So when you go back into ancient kingdom, you had gatekeepers. They ask you what's your business is. Why are you here? That's us, man. We the gatekeepers to the kingdom of heaven. Right? Let's get what you got real quick.
God, this is start talking about that. Yeah, Proverbs 9:1. Wisdom hath built her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens.
We the maidens.
Yep.
Right? Go ahead.
She cried upon the highest places of the city.
See, that's us. We cried about the high places of the city. Hold up. Check this out. Go ahead.
Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither.
Turn in hither. Come into the kingdom, man. That's it. Come into the kingdom, man. That's it. But you refuse, man. That's it. If you understood what was before you, man. You understood what was out here, man.
promises.
Man, let's show you how bad the Lord is, man. The Lord set us up like this. You know? So only way you can get in, it has to be a spiritual thing. You know?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm just saying the weak things of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He set us up like this, man. Lowly men, meek men, all right, men that have no power going out on the highways and byways and hedges with garments on, showing that we ain't ready to tussle in the dirt with you.
Well, can I say something too? That's why when you do have a in-depth conversation with a lot of these jakes, they think is...
That's right, brother.
Yeah.
That's right, bro.
Yeah. So when you do have an in-depth conversation with them, the first thing they ask you is, where is your, thank you. Hey, the Lord, man. Hey, let me say something. Hey, man. Hey, call I'm telling y'all, man, the Lord is bad, man. The Lord just showed us an example of that. Every time the dude came back and said,
you got to reinforce it.
Hold on.
They got damn coach, Ed Orgeron.
Yeah, they call Orgeron.
He's really safe.
Coach O, what's up, man? What's going on? Congratulations, bro. Bro.
Coach O did it, bro.
I'm going to go get a cocktail.
Give it up.
I want to tell you something. Hold on. So, when you guys were over here and you were telling me I was the devil, I got over there, the lunch people came, we went down to Bryant Park, we fed all those people down there, the homeless guys, and I gave them deodorant and nail clippers, and the Lord provided.
How does it say the salvation?
What a scripture.
How does it say the salvation, man?
The Lord provides.
What a scripture.
The Lord provided
What a
them
scripture.
with a meal. Hey, when you see somebody hungry, you feed them. When you see somebody without a shirt, you give them a shirt.
This is real food.
You got that one, you real.
I got some.
I'll get it.
Real baptism.
It's the word that says,
Hey, your flag fails. Yeah, it failed.
Oh, you gone?
Like a miracle.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
right
what's
there.
up, bro? You going on the go, bro?
Oh, you rolled them out?
His flag failed.
Oh, it's flag.
flag.
Spirit.
Oh.
Hey, see? Call on. Hey, I was wondering where he went. And the Lord blew his flag away, man. That was an omen for the missile. Because the missile, that's spirit. Change the space.
Change the spaces, move.
Presidential and move.
Hey, then you got goddamn Thomas Jackson. Where he went? He gone now. That's the Lord. You get out of here, man. The Lord blew the flag away with that wind, that destroying wind. That's the spirit. You can't make that up. But as you were saying, though, right, through the spirit, we were talking about this, the entrance to the kingdom, and the guy pulled up and said, all hell, whatever he said. Man.
Yeah. All blessings to the Israelites.
Yeah, okay. So why would you come?
See that?
Why would you come in?
See that, man?
You just went by the kingdom, man.
Went by the gate.
And some in the spirit was like, there's something over there. But, boy, hey, man.
Hell bad thing.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that discernment. Because the scripture says she considered her feeling and body. He's supposed to consider this and then bought into this, man.
That's right.
And we got to thank the Lord. We were talking about this the other day, how the Lord designed us a certain way just so he could reward us. Man, the Lord get all the credit. The Lord made us a certain way just to reward us. Bad, man.
All things go for the glorification, are done for the glorification of the Most High.
Yeah. What we did? Well, we didn't go ahead and get it. Just because he came up and said, that he's been feeding the hungry. He tried to come and justify himself. That's so that we the judge. We the judge. He went through all that, come back and report to us. That's like a nigga on probation. You come to the judge.
And
I did my hours in community service.
Hey, this dude tried to justify that his deeds are right. It's only one deed that is right in the sight of the Most High. The scripture in the Apocrypha say, what is that? The Book of Baruch. Y'all saw when it says the things that are well pleasing to the Most High. He have made known unto us. Them the only things that are well pleasing, man. Is doing this work. Not going feeding the homeless, setting up tables, helping Miss Mary across the street, putting down a fucking coat over a mud puddle so Mary Sue can jump over it. You know what I'm saying? You got it out. I got it.
It's on Hebrews 4:12. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well unto them.
4 and 2, right?
Yeah.
4 and 3, I mean. 4 and 2.
Hebrews 4 and 2. Hebrews 4 and 2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard.
Yeah. So you have to believe in it, and you don't conjure up faith. You know, you can't develop faith. You know, you study long enough, all of a sudden you get faith. No, faith is rationalized out to you. It's rationed out to you. And there's a certain level for everybody. Every brother ain't got the same faith. You know, some brothers might not be able to go the mile you go, but you can't look at them so way, but he got enough faith. Some faith is better than no faith.
It's on Hebrews 4 and 3. For we which have believed do enter into rest.
That's the gate. That's this gate. You got entered in. Rest with us. Yep, go ahead.
As he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, all the works were finished from the foundation of the world.
So the kingdom, the Lord prepared a kingdom that he saw fit in his sight to be the Lord. This kingdom that the Lord prepared is what he sees as to being a perfect kingdom. That was in his mind. So the Lord finished that work, but he saw to be the best kingdom, how it should be ran, the laws to govern it, the people that should be in subjection, the people that should rule. That was the Lord saw in his mind, his intents and purpose, right? So that's what we're about to go into. So his work was finished back then. The Lord created the kingdom back then.
That's it.
The kingdom already created. That's why Yahushua went from that point on and finished off, expanded,
Many men.
Many men. Yep, the kingdom was already prepared. Watch. So the Lord been prepared. That's bad, man. That shows you the different levels of time. You try to go into it. Your mind not. You can't really. It ain't equipped to go into it. Right?
Yeah, got some. Pertaining to this guy talking about he even gave out deodorant and food. This is scripture on that. This is Ecclesiastes 34 and verse 19. The Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked.
Ooh, it says the Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked. That's what he's doing. Offerings of the wicked. Hey, the scripture also say, when thou doest good, know who this do good to.
And that's why I ask, is there a scripture on that? Because we got the rebuttal here, man. All right? Continuing on, it says, the Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked, neither is he pacified for sin by the multitude of sacrifices.
Right. He's not pacified by your multitude of sacrifices. All right? Because it's either you're an Israelite or you're not an Israelite. It's either you're a party elect or you're not a party elect. It's no in between. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, man. All right. So no matter how many sacrifices you try to put up, Esau, it's not gonna pacify the wrath.
Like deodorant ain't gonna save you in that day.
With that, go ahead and close on out, man. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that still rule very well to this day, man. And also Shalom, peace and safety and salutations to the Hope elect that's also doing the same things in his work, man. That's pushing forth this gospel to the other members of the Hope elect in faith, in truth and sincerity, and in all charity. And with that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom, GTA, Abba.
Slime balls.
You monsters. You demons.
Higher up.
Eat a Corona sandwich. Eat a Corona sandwich.
Fake one.